everyone, welcome to Flustered the Faewild. Thank you for joining us for an evening of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Emma, I'll be your Dungeon Master this evening, and I'm joined by a whole host of lovely players who we'll get to very shortly. We're supposed to be streaming at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg. For those here who are new to Dungeons and Dragons, everyone here is playing a fantasy character in the fantasy universe. They have sheets in front of them that tell them what their characters are good at and not so good at, and they'll be rolling, there's Shammy showing one off, they'll be rolling 20-sided dice to aid in making decisions about what they can and can't do. 20s are fantastic, 1s are really, really bad, usually. So we'll be failing forward with those rolls throughout this evening. While they play the characters, everything else in the universe is played by me, so living trees, pink mushrooms, you get the gist. So together we'll be creating a story. So I'm gender fluid, I use the pronouns M or Emma. I'll give our players a chance to introduce themselves, and for now, let's keep the characters under wraps until we meet them in session, since it's our first episode. So if you'd like to introduce yourself, give your pronouns if you'd like to, and I would normally say, yes, introduce your character, but just for now, let's not. So let's start with Tom.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm he, him.
Cool. Shamini?
No, I'm that is short. I'm Shamini. I use she, her pronouns. That was it.
Not a lot to say at the moment. Liz.
Hello, I'm Liz. I use she, her, they, them pronouns.
Chris.
Hello, I'm Chris. I use they, them pronouns.
Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean. I use he, him pronouns.
Sean coming to us from the BBC.
We were doing the shipping forecast.
East Dogger, mile.
Tour for approximately 3 hours. There'll be a break somewhere near the middle. I can't guarantee when that will be because the whole thing is improvised, so it will be where there is a natural pause. It'll probably be about 10 minutes, somewhere near the middle. We're delighted to be sponsored by a number of lovely sponsors. You can see them arrayed around us, but I'll just run you through them, what they do, who they are, so you can find out a little bit more about them. Oh, pardon me. We'll start with Hero Forge. Hero Forge offer customizable minis. So basically, we showed off Hero Forge in our Meet the Characters content, which you can see over on YouTube, where I and each of these players made their characters, who you can currently see on screen, so there might be a little bit of a spoiler giveaway as to who they're playing.
There's also our names under us.
Yeah, all right.
It's all a spoiler.
It's not quite as secret as we'd like it to be.
I mean, it's not secret for the podcast.
Yeah.
That is true.
If you're listening in podcast, you have no idea.
Missing out.
Fully customizable miniatures, and you can go to their site. You can build exactly what you want on their mini builder, and then they will send it to you in plastic. And you can either paint it yourself, or you can get it in 3D printed plastic. Yes, 3D printed plastic. Here is one. Here's one of my characters from a previous campaign, which is Prosperous. There it goes in focus. And it came just like that. I did nothing to it, which is probably for the best because my dexterity is not super high. And they're really cool. Check them out. Even if you just go on their site and make all your characters in full colour and stare at them for hours on end, you will have significant amounts of fun.
Sean.
Which is definitely not what Sean does. We're also sponsored by Ultra Pro. Ultra Pro do everything, pretty much everything else for your tabletop. So dice boxes, dice trays, character sheet portfolios, they're really nice ones. I use them for my uni notes because I'm rogue. But you know, you could use them for whatever you wanted. And I have with me one of their figurines of adorable power. My favourite one, which is the Red Dragon. He is adorable. He is grumpy. He's the best. We are currently. No, the red one is the best. We're currently giving away a gift voucher from Ultra Pro in chat. So if you just join us in chat, say anything you like, you'll be entered into a draw to win a gift voucher from Ultra Pro, which you can use to buy something off their site, and we can give that away anywhere internationally. So that's fantastic. And just say hello in chat, say something nice about one of our players, and yeah. You don't need to say something nice about one of the players. You can say whatever.
do anyway.
No. New rule.
Everyone say nice things now. Blitz.
Well, you've been told. But yes, and check out. You can find out about UltraPro at ultrapro.com. So that is them. We're also sponsored by Elderwood Academy. So Elderwood make amazing bespoke dice boxes, dice trays. Here is a box, a hex chest, which has
Dice in
dice in
it.
it.
Used to have dice in it.
I usually take my dice out before I show it. You can see the missing dice. So it's a great start. They're beautiful. They're handmade. You can go on their website and choose, customize your own. Choose exactly what's engraved on it, what wood it's made in, what's inside it. That it's very clever. There's also a discount code. So if you click on the link, you'll find within it a discount code to make your own Elderwood thing, and I can vouch for the fact they are incredibly high quality, and would recommend. And that is elderwoodacademy.com.
I did that too, Charms. Would recommend it.
Also would recommend.
We're also supported by D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond provide all of our character sheets. They are a digital resource for DMs, players, probably just DMs and players, people who like D&D, who like to read about D&D.
You can read all the books there too.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Just like make character sheets
all the character sheets you could want,
just for fun.
just for fun. They are a fantastic resource. You can also now roll your dice on your character sheet. So if you are rolling a fireball, you can just roll those dice and it'll add it up for you, so you don't need to count, which is fantastic if you are mathematically challenged, or just rolling hundreds of dice.
No one's playing a character that you would play, and it's fine.
You just never know. You just never know. It's a great resource. Our players are all using sheets that are made with D&D Beyond, and you can see those sheets in the overlay, which is on the left-hand side of the screen.
Which also give our characters who we are.
It's all right. There are lots of spoilers. Don't look at the sheets until they reveal their characters, and you won't be spoiled. It's fine. But yes, you can find out more about what they're playing, what they've built, and if you're interested in all the nitty gritty of what they've put together, it's on the left-hand side of the screen. You can click on them and see what they've built, which is really cool. But yes, would recommend D&D Beyond. Just type D&D Beyond into Google, and they will come up. You will find them. Level Up Dice. I did not get my table shakers out of my dice box because I'm planning on rolling digital dice today. But here is the table shaker. It is a very large metal dice. They're really cool. Level Up Dice made them with us, and they have all sorts of beautiful dice on their site. You can go check them out at levelupdice.com. Finally, we have two D&D video games that support us. So Idle Champions of Forgotten Realms and Warriors of Waterdeep. You can find codes for Idle Champions of Forgotten Realms that get you a platinum chest, electrum chest, some sort of chest in Idle Champions. And in Warriors of Waterdeep, you can get gems. There's a code to put into chat which will get you a link that you need to click on your mobile device to use Warriors of Waterdeep, which will get you gems. As we all know, gems is real. So, our mods can tell you more if you're confused. Just type "I'm confused" in chat, and they'll tell you more. So
that's not a command. Like if you exclamation mark "I'm confused," nothing will happen.
But it should.
Tell the mods, fine, okay. I'm confused.
Sorry. It's a new campaign. We're starting off well. But yes, that's all on the screen. You can find out more. But yes, check them both out. They're great. We're all together RPG on all social media, and a massive thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon who support us. We massively pro all of you. Thank you so much. If you'd like to join us, search for All Together RPG on Patreon. You can find out a little bit more about what we do slightly further in advance, which is great. Finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse group of characters with wide-ranging sexual and gender identity. Our tables are trans-positive, and we encourage and champion trans players and DMs in our game. The DM and players may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own. We aim to avoid misgendering, but acknowledge that it does happen, and we have a company policy in place for correcting people on pronouns. If we miss an instance of misgendering, we're open to being corrected, so please do let us know if you think one's been missed. And with all of that being said, and we was finally through the intro, let us dive into our actual intro. More intro. We'll be back with you once you've seen the amazing G. McDermott's art for this campaign, and we'll see you shortly. Right. So, what's in the Faewild? Here we go. We begin in the Sealy Court. So the Sealy Court is one of the most important places in the realm of the Faewild. It is the kind of one of the hubs of power, the other one being the Unsealy Court, but we're not there at the moment, so we won't go into that. We're inside a living tree. Within a room fashioned within the cavity of the tree. Ogden and old Georgie, you've arrived at the Sealy Court and you are now inside this room. You're sitting on chairs, which appear to be growing from the tree, and in front of you is a table, also growing naturally from the tree, and the inside of the tree around you, it doesn't appear to be harmed in any way by this carving. It appears to still be growing into this room, which you're probably quite grateful for because it was raining when you arrived. So it's probably quite good that you're inside now. Probably slightly damp. You were given a number on arrival, 1,652. It's on a leaf. The veins of the leaf spell out the number. Spell out the number? Carve out the number? You don't need to spell out a number. Who knows? Sitting opposite you on the other side of the table is an administrator from the Sealy Court. They, as far as you're aware, are tasked with hearing the wishes of visitors to the Sealy Court, and they are a boggle. They have sort of dark teal skin, so like bluey green, and where's my description card? There it is. They're quite short and squat, and they look quite tired, but inscrutable.
I like the set. You've done a great job.
It's not a set, it's just my room, my office. They pick up a wooden board with a piece of paper on top of it. Their hands kind of almost stick to the board as they pick it up. Number 1,652. Yes?
That's us. Is that us? I think that's us. That's us.
Yeah, that's us.
Right. What was it that you wanted? Sorry, we should describe what the person sees.
As in the character.
Yes, as in you should describe yourself, yes.
You go. No, you go.
All right. So old Georgie is a quite old, by quite I mean, probably as old as I could push the bracket for a turtle. He is a props master at a theatre, and dresses accordingly, like trousers with lots of pockets, gaffer cap, and is currently carrying a flat made to look like a bush.
Sat next to him is a tall Goliath with sort of dark grey skin with white splotches on, dressed entirely in black, and very neatly on the floor next to the chair are two legs, well, from the knees down anyway, just like stood up very nicely, and then they have stripy socks and red shoes on the end. They've been placed carefully there. And Ogden, in response to this question, sort of tries to remember something, and then says, "Please help me. I'm lost, and I can't find my stage manager." That's what Jem said to say, right?
Oh yeah. Please help me. I'm lost. I need you to find my stage manager.
I can't find.
Am I not supposed to say that I'd like help, though?
Please help. Did you say the please help bit?
I might have said the please. I don't do lines.
I'm very good at lines. I remember all of them.
I just look for cues.
Lifts up their glasses a little bit, puts them back down, and then readjusts a little bit. Right. you're looking for a specific stage manager or any stage manager?
Oh, no, it's specific. It's got to be Gem. If it's not Gem, we're going to end up crewing the wrong show.
They make a note of the name Gem. And where exactly did you lose them?
I was sort of stage left. They were with the stage manager's table, so also stage left, but not where I was, sort of up stage left.
Off stage left.
Well, and off stage. Well,
Up
yeah.
and off stage there.
Yes, exactly. That's where I last saw them.
I was behind a bush.
And was this in the Faewild, or have you been transported here from some other plane?
We are part of a very good touring production. Would you like to come and see The Wizard of Waterdeep? There are songs.
Maybe sometime. Is the Wizard of Waterdeep where you're from?
Well, yeah, we're from the production, yes.
But we want to be transported back to the production, not back to Waterdeep, because otherwise we'll just have to find our way back here.
Yes, no. The production is technically originated in Waterdeep, but it is not currently in Waterdeep. It's touring, you see. We're doing a touring.
Right. I'm sure I can arrange for you to be returned to your Wizard of Waterdeep.
No, to the stage manager, Jim.
You do understand that we do ask for a favour in return.
All right. What would you like?
Right. And as that conversation starts to happen, we will move to Enoch. You arrive in the Faewild.
Well, it wasn't Enoch's decision to come here. Enoch found himself appear here after a run-in with someone who knew more magic than Enoch did. And Enoch assumes it was around a week ago.
And you've been making your way to Sealy Court for reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Enoch ideally would like something to transport Enoch back, if that's...
Would you have asked directions?
Oh, to get here?
Yes.
Not initially. I think Enoch would have tried to, use his wizarding wiles and look at a tree and think, that's a good tree. Maybe that's the one I should go to, and then realise that, in fact, it is just a tree. Find out from the local people where a good place could be to go, and then decide that it was Enoch's idea all along to come to this Sealy Court, this tree house, and speak to a boggle, which apparently they are the administrators of this place.
They are indeed. Roll an investigation check, or maybe a persuasion check.
Oh God, okay. Well, that's a 12 on the dice, and we'll go for investigation. That's +7, so 19.
Nice. So between looking at various different trees and conversations, and maybe slight overhearings of conversations that villagers were having, you have discovered that to get to the Sealy Court, you need to go to a large red tree, which has a very vast canopy. You know it's nearby, and with your investigation roll, you can pinpoint it between the other trees, and you're aware that when you get there, you need to knock.
I will do so with the tip of my wand.
Knock. Would you like to describe Enoch?
Oh yes, Enoch is 3 foot tall. He does wear a top hat. From a distance of looking at Enoch, you'd be like, okay, cute, that's a small child wearing a wizard outfit or wearing a magician's outfit. When Enoch comes up close, you're like, oh God, what are you? He's a little deep gnome wizard of the enchantment variety, wearing a vast array of clothing, A lot of it has been found or pilfered from unconscious drunk people. Despite his outfit, he's got an air of overconfidence, so will do his absolute best to be as fabulous as possible whenever he enters a room.
As you knock with your wand on the tree, a branch sort of moves down to your eye line with a leaf on the end of it. The leaf has a number on it in the vein. There's 1,654.
And 54. Right, I shall pluck the leaf from the branch which has come before my face.
As you pick the leaf off, an opening forms in the tree. It's exactly the right height for you to step into it.
I will do so with a flourish of green smoke, and I'll cast Prestidigitation as I enter the space and bow the moment I get in.
It's a tunnel. You're going to the tunnel.
Enoch's fine with that.
Start out.
It's a tunnel that kind of winds its way up the tree.
I see there's a lot of walking. Right, with my little legs, I will begin my ascent.
As you make your way up and you start walking, eventually it'll kind of emerge onto a branch of the tree. And as you kind of look out onto the branch, there is another chair, similarly to the ones that Ogden and Georgia sat on, that is made from the wood of the tree that appears to just be there.
I assume I need to sit in said seat, so I will do the flourish and the bow again, just in case anyone is watching, and then proceed and sort of sit down with one leg over the other, and my hands placed upon my knee.
It drips a little bit on your head because it is still raining.
I'll adjust my top hat accordingly.
And we will leave Enoch there with, on a separate branch, somewhere else in the tree, there are two chairs. And sat on them, or maybe not sat on them, depending on your preference, are Gertie and Pip. Perhaps an unlikely pairing. Could you describe yourselves and your interactions with the chairs, and maybe each other? You have already been through the courts and agreed to the task that is about to be asked of Ogden and Noel Georgie. No.
I'm fine with it.
I think I was tricked. Yeah. So, with Pip saying, I think I was tricked, he's about fine. He has, again, sort of like normal tieflings take on a more sort of demonic look. This is a stag man. He has sort of brown fur, the weird sort of slit eyes of a deer, and massive antlers. Just that. Basically, this is Herne the Hunter looking guy. So I think we described him previously where he was like, he could be anything from 30 to about 80. It's just that he takes care of himself, and he's just very, very grumpy, and he's not using a chair. Chairs are weak. What's wrong with a good bit of ground? Ugh.
Right. Gertie is an Erd, a kobold with wings, but Gertie has very sort of moth feathery wings and uses she, they pronouns, and she is probably stood on one of the chairs, leaning on the backrest, just looking at Pip. I don't think we've been introduced, but just looking at the stag man who's chosen to sit on the floor.
You all right?
Yeah. You all right?
Yeah.
Good. We're both all right then. So you doing this favor thing?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing this favour thing. See, I'm one of the fairies, and we do the favours for the court when we're asked. No questions asked.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a privilege.
I'm sure it is. So just starts looking at his hands.
Who do you work for?
I work for the Autumn Princess. You know, I live in the woods.
Right.
I'm the Autumn Stag. You can call me Pip if you like. That's what she calls me.
Cool. The Autumn Stag. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're
Gertrude. There's a curtsy and a sort of elaborate curtsy.
sort of Pip also sort of like bows because he's like royalty. Okay, all right. Pleasure to meet you.
It's but Gertie's fine.
Nice to meet you, Gertie.
You too, Autumn Prince.
Stag.
Stag.
I'm not a prince. I'm not. I'm sort of like in her in the list of royalty. I'm a servant. So I'm a problem solving kind of.
I'll sort of
goes
fly down.
His hands. It's like a nervous tick.
I'll fly down to be at about eye height. You sat down because 2.5 foot tall. I'm tiny. Land down in front of you. So, are you actually a stag, or are you?
So again, sort of leaning in, going, am I a stag or am I?
I don't know, not a stag, because you've got the antlers.
I do have the antlers.
And you've got the hooves.
And sort of lifts up and reveals a cute little tail.
You got a tail?
I do have. Is it polite to ask if you've got a tail?
Oh yeah, I've got a sort of thinned, koboldy like mini draconic tail. Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Around and like, yeah, cool. Yeah.
Right.
So yes, I am a stag.
Nice.
I'm also a man. I mean, I assume there's others like me for other courts, but I haven't seen them.
I haven't seen one either, but I've not travelled that much, to be honest.
Neither have I.
No.
This is fun.
It is fun, isn't it? Super fun. I like you, Pip. You seem nice.
I like you, Gertie. You seem excitable.
Is that a good or bad thing? I'm not sure.
Considers. Like, at present, I think it's a good thing.
Hey, lovely. I'm going to perch on your
Hooray.
shoulder unless you stop me.
No, go ahead.
Just sit on your shoulder, just pleasantly like, this is nice, Pip. And go on our bench. Do you know what we're doing?
Absolutely no idea.
Return.
Fast friends immediately.
Return to the room with Uncle Noel, Georgie. So, what I would like you to do is I've got a bit of a problem in Dusk Falls. I've got someone who went there, who I hadn't heard from, and I need him back. Need her back. So I'd like you to go and just, give her a note, let her know that I need her skills, and, if anything's the matter, just sort it out.
Yeah, I mean, we can probably do that, can't we? But, it's only going somewhere, coming back. We'll be back by the end of Act 1.
Yes, we do have to be back by the next scene change, because I've got some quite important props that might somewhat disrupt the flow of the narrative.
I'll also have a prop, but I think it's significantly less significant.
Amorphia will be very upset.
If time's an issue, I can probably get you back at a specific time.
That would be great, thank you. We can definitely sort out your needing her back with skills and sorting out the matter problem. Don't worry, we're excellent problem solvers.
Yeah, apparently we're adventurers.
Are we?
I thought on account of all the adventuring we've been doing.
Oh, excellent.
I can see that it's in safe hands with you two. Let me just, I'll just pop you out to where the other two that have accepted are, and you just wait there, and hopefully I'll have at least one more, and then we'll be with you soon.
Are we all finding the same person and sorting it out, or do we have like one each?
No, I only need one person.
Oh, right.
Her name's lost in my notes.
Temporarily lost in my notes. That's
Seems like that's quite an important thing to know.
Let me just check the system.
I still think
Pulling off leaves.
temporarily lost in my notes is quite a nice name.
Just flips through his clipboard. She's a satyr. She's called Tessia.
Don't worry, we will find your lost person. While even though we are also ourselves lost, but then at least we will be lost together, and then we'll hopefully not be lost anymore. And then she won't be lost because we'll have found her.
Quite a good favour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone lost. Someone else lost.
Would it make sense? I like it.
Yeah. Right. All right. Well, if you could just go out that way. There's an entrance form that wasn't there before.
This is such a good set.
Again, just an office.
Ogden,
Yes.
I'm not sure about this whole favour thing.
Oh.
I mean, we're kind of signed up to it now, but I don't know. Do you reckon maybe we shouldn't have come here after all? I mean, it is a bit of a silly place.
Oh, Sean.
Don't understand your jokes, old Georgie. Neither does Sharmony. It's like a seedy place, like Monty Python-esque. This is a very seedy place. Yeah, all right. I get it now.
I assure you, we're quite serious. There's a huge amount of people come through here every day. We have to keep track of them all.
Also, you're like a hub of power, aren't you? Someone told me.
Who said that?
Someone. Who knows who could have done it? It came to me. and when you're lost, you have to go and find someone in charge, like a police officer or a hub of power.
It was on our health and safety agreement.
Yeah, exactly. If you get lost, say the line and find the nearest authority figure.
That's relatively sensible. At least you came here rather than to the unseelie court. It could have been worse.
All right. I think we're doing the right thing.
I concur.
Do you reckon they would have asked us to lose someone? I mean, that would have been significantly easier than finding someone.
I don't want to lose anyone else. I've already lost lots of people.
Just saying.
I was just going to take old Georgie's hand and just hold it in case old Georgie gets more lost.
Do you go out the door, or are you?
Oh yes, we should go.
Holding hands, it's lovely.
As you exit, another entrance opens on the other side, and Enoch. Suddenly, an entrance is next to your chair.
It must be for me. I'll get up and walk in.
1,654.
That's what it says on my leaf, and you must be a boggle. I've heard all about you.
Oh, well. I'm actually Kerag, but well, I am a boggle, so correct on all accounts, I suppose. Welcome.
Thank you. I'll sit in front of you, shall I? And Enoch will sit down and take off his hat and pop it on the desk.
It takes all sorts. I've had people stand on the desk. I've had people sort of hover in the corner and sit on the floor. And someone rode in on an elk earlier today. It was quite a sight.
Oh gosh. How on earth they got an elk up that tree and that tunnel is beyond me, but each to their own.
How can I help you? You have arrived.
I have. My name's Enoch, by the way. Enoch the Vague, for formality's sake. Yes, I appear to be here, and I was not here before. And I would like to not be here, if at all possible. Here being the Faewild, I believe.
I see why they call you Enoch the Vague. Right. Let me just unpiece that slightly. You appear to be here in the Faewild. You were not in the Faewild before.
Correct.
You would like to return to not being in the Faewild.
That would be smashing. Now, really, I would like to find the exact method as to how I got here. I believe someone cast a spell on me, and I would like to find out what that spell was, and also get the spell scroll for it. If possible, obviously. If you can't do that, I understand.
Oh, puzzle. We like a puzzle. I'm sure you understand the rules, of course. A favour for a favour.
I was not made aware of this upon my entrance, which was fabulous. I bowed. But I'm sure I could rustle something up in terms of a favour, but it depends on the favour. What sort of favour would you like?
Currently, I have one that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a missing person.
Oh.
Well, they're not missing. I know where they are, but I can't find them, you see. So they are, in fact, missing.
I like your turn of phrase. Yes, yes, I will do this for you. Well, for me, but also for you.
The Buggle smiles for the first time, enjoying this conversation.
Enoch smiles back, and this Boggle will just see a lot of teeth. There's just a lot of teeth with Enoch. They're very pointy, and he looks a bit demented when he smiles, but it's fine.
Right. Well, you're the magical persuasion, yeah?
Thank you. Yes, I am.
There's a whole missing village somewhere. Dusk falls. I'll send you there. There's a whole group of people going. You might find them helpful or not. And I'm looking for a satyr called Tessia. She's very important. I need her return as soon as possible. But obviously, if you can find the rest of the village as well, that would be useful.
The rest of the village?
Oh yes, we haven't had contact from them for quite some time.
Oh. Right, so specifically we're after a satyr. I've not seen one of those before, but I'm sure I'll know it when I see it. And we're also looking for a village.
Well, I believe she's in the village.
Oh, right. Well, I've written this all down on my parchment. I hope you don't mind me writing while you talk.
Not at all. I would rather someone take notes. It means they're paying attention.
Right, you are.
Shall I introduce you to the others?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll just put on my hat. Yes. I'm ready for my introduction.
They stand up from behind the desk, and they are, as they stand up, the same height as the desk. And they walk around and kind of touch the wall of this room, and it does open out, and you can see another branch where there are now 4 chairs. The 5th is sitting on the floor.
I'm sorry, but...
And you can see this group of reprobates.
Are you going to introduce me? Do I need to, bow?
You may do as you like. This is Gertie, Pip, Ogden, Old Georgie. This is Enoch the Vague.
Flourish, smoke, bow. Hello.
Absolutely no reaction.
An entertainer, that's nice.
I'm here for your joy and also possibly your money, but we'll get to that later. It's fine.
Right.
You've all agreed to take on the same job. Favor job, same thing. Some of you are doing a job, some of you are doing a favor. You've all been briefed. And would you like to go this evening? I can try and teleport you to the nearest location. Or I could send you to a tavern, if you like. Or
We're in a bit of a rush because of the length of scene changes, which is traditionally not long. So,
although, in theory, without us there won't be any scene changes at all. So
it would take quite a while in that case, yes.
Yeah, they might just have to improvise for a bit.
Oh, they're not good at that.
Do you understand what they're talking about?
Absolutely no idea.
Oh, cool.
Oh, we with the travelling production.
The point being that sooner rather than later, please.
Hang on. You're with what? You're with a travelling show?
It's the theatre. We're putting on a touring production. It's called The Wizard of Waterdeep.
I literally rise off Pip's shoulder a little bit and buzz over to the two of you and quite in your face. Oh my god, I saw the show last week, it was so good! Oh! No, but you're not actors. You're not in it, are you?
No,
you're not in it.
No.
Very briefly as a bush.
Alright, that's good.
Ogden will wave some legs around.
Oh, it's the witch's legs! Oh!
Did you like the show?
I loved the show, it was great! And It's so cool because I'm from the Faewild. I've been here my entire life, and then you describing this magical world. Waterdeep sounds amazing. All these beautiful buildings and statues, and it sounds so nice. I can't wait to go on some kind of adventure at some point. I'm well excited.
Please tell your friends and families to come and see the show.
Oh, have done. We've told everyone we know, and we get round. Points at the wings.
Oh, Georgie, this is great. This is great.
I'm Gertie.
Oh, hi. May I hug you?
Yeah! I will fly in for the hug way too quickly. And just... And because of our size differential, I'm probably hugging your sort of head and neck.
Georgie kind of tries to get in as well, and just like...
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice.
Look at Enoch and go, are we supposed to be hugging? Is this a hugging group? Is it...
I would prefer to not hug. If at all, yes, I like you. I have a question just about your Wizard of Waterdeep, Ogden and Old Georgie. Is this story about an old fellow who carries a stick? I'm just asking because that is kind of how I got here. I'm wondering if your play, your production, is about who sent me here.
I don't know. What do you think, Old Georgie?
I mean, to be quite honest, the whole carrying a stick thing, it really depends on whether I've remembered to set it on a table or not, because it depends what night you see it. Sometimes no stick.
The thing is that Hallam, who's playing the wizard, was already here with us, so I don't think he would have been sending you anywhere.
Right. Okay, good. I think. Unless the wizard was called Hallam, who took me here.
Oh dear.
Does Hallam have any actual magic, or is it all staged?
Oh no, he wielded quite a large stick and bonked me on the head with it, and lo and behold, I'm here.
No, mate, these people work in the theatre. It's not real.
Oh.
Some of it's real.
Maybe it is.
Georgie will use...
Is it?
Maybe Hallam has been hitting people with the props, which isn't allowed.
That's railed already.
That's a cool show where some of the magic's actually happening. That's really cool.
Dear. Oh, Georgie's in charge of the props. The actors are supposed to leave them on the props table when they're not holding them on the stage. That's one of the rules.
Is it a magic staff?
Not currently. Sometimes it's a magic staff, but sometimes I decide that I want the magic for myself, and I have my little mouse.
You're not looking at old Georgie like.
Same. I have absolutely no idea what's going on, but this is it's very confusing.
Might be onto something there, Enoch. Might be onto something there. Maybe there is magic in this. Maybe the actor got the stick and bonked you on the head with it. Maybe that's what happened.
And I believe it's your fault, old Georgie. But tell me about your rat.
Well, it's a mouse, actually.
A mouse, sorry.
With wings.
Ooh.
It's not actually a real mouse.
Oh.
It's what some people would call an homunculus.
A homunculus, that's a marvellous word. I'm going to write that down.
Hermie, what's he?
An homunculus. What is a artificial thing, what I have made, and now moves around and reminds me of my best friend when I was younger. But with wings.
You had a best friend who was a mouse?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Who's your best friend now?
Well, you, obviously.
Oh. Just checking.
Lean across to Enoch and go, would have been awkward if it wasn't, wouldn't it?
It would have been very awkward, yes. Enoch says out loud.
I mean, let's face it, there's Jem, who's always shouting, there's Doc, who's always rushing around, and, there's Myrtle, who doesn't like me very much. So, yeah.
Me?
Yeah. You're my closest friend as well.
Oh,
I mean, you're right there.
I'm here, and the others, we don't know where the others are, but once we find Tessia the satyr in the village, then everything will be fixed.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Yes, it's very important.
Yeah,
very important job.
Definitely.
How do we go to there?
Well, you see, I can sort of bend the landscape to bring you there.
Are you allowed to do that?
Oh, yeah.
What about the people living on the landscape?
Well, it happens sort of 5 times a day. They don't really mind.
I suppose it's like living near a, dock. Yeah. A what?
You know, the road. Busy road.
Oh, well, like with carts and stuff.
Well, yeah, I suppose so, if you're not magical. Would you like to go now?
So we're all going to go to where we need to go to find this person to give them your note, yeah?
We have to get them back.
All right, okay.
Because of their skills and the matter and sort things out.
I would prefer it if you brought them back, but if you could just... Yes, if you could bring them back, that would be perfect, because then I will know that they're here. Yeah.
Can we also... Sorry, I'm from the Faewild, that's a dumb question. Can we also use the portal to get back?
Yeah, I suppose if you can get in touch, I can set one up for you.
Great.
How do we get in touch? Do we speak to the clouds? Do you hear us?
Do you have magic that means you can get in touch?
I do not have that specific type of magic, I'm afraid.
I think I might be able to do it, on another day. Check in.
I
can create an illusion or a small odor, but I cannot communicate with you.
I'm sorry, I don't think I'll notice an illusion or a small odor that far away.
No, I can't do that.
I mean, if you did it here, I'd notice.
Do it now if you like. Or not, it's fine. I'll
if you like.
A small odor, and it's from Enoch. And
what kind of odor?
eggy.
Oh, that was lovely. Wonderful. What magic? What power?
Thank you. I did it myself.
Can you do sausage flavoured?
Odors? I've not tried sausage, but I will give it a go. I can't say I've ever eaten a sausage.
Oh my.
Do you have one?
Oh, Georgie! You've never eaten a sausage! Who am I?
Lucky bloke.
I don't think I've had a sausage.
What?
How have you lived your life without having sausages?
Do you appreciate sausages, don't you?
I mean, I'm aware of them.
I mean, imagine coming to the show, you would have had the half-time sausages.
Yeah, I had the half-time. It's very nice. Very pleasant.
Nobody knows what's what.
I don't feel particularly strongly about sausages. I wouldn't say I was expressly pro or anti. It's just, it's a sausage, isn't it? Are sausages really important to you two for some reason?
They do seem to talk about them an awful lot.
Has come up quite a few times.
I told you our reputations would precede us.
Just wanted the smell of home,
I can muster up the scent of a pork pie. Will that do?
That would be nice.
Okay. I will muster up the scent of a pork pie and just sort of hover my wand over Ogden and old Georgie. I say hover my wand, it's kind of reaching your knees because I'm very short. And that smell will hit you.
Just look at the boggle going, what the hell is happening?
The boggle gives you the same look. Would you like to go?
Sure.
Or not
Yes.
go? I mean, I can do either. I have a family. You were the last people today.
In which case, it's the end of the day, so we can go.
Do you have children who might enjoy a theatrical production with songs?
I'm sure they would.
You should come and see The Wizard of Waterdeep.
I definitely will. If you're over here.
Thank you.
Can I go home now, please?
Oh, yes.
My wife and children miss me terribly.
5:05 and it's my home time.
If I'm not home in 5 minutes, I won't get dinner.
Definitely not that vibe.
We're having sausages.
She does tend to put the pan on, and if you're not there, then
It just burns.
the kids they get hungry. They eat your portion. You gotta be there, or you miss out. Anyway,
Sounds rough.
they will almost like grab something out of the air that you can't see, and grab something else out of the air that you can't see, and like squidge them together, and you are suddenly standing in a small copse.
It's the Fey equivalent of a switchboard. And I'm just putting you through.
There is in this copse. You're on a road inside a copse, and there is next to you a little one of those little like half-mile markers that says half a mile to Dusk Falls. That way.
I think it's this way.
This is remarkably efficient.
That's the place we were supposed to be going, or I think maybe. And it says
You're
it's that way.
You're absolutely correct. That's what I've got written down on my parchment.
It's like not being lost at all. Actually.
That's an easy job. Home for tea.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit late now.
What? You can have tea anytime. You know, it's just a brew, isn't it?
No, it's in food.
Are you walking and talking?
No, I don't want to.
Tea's a drink.
Tea's a drink? Is this a magical water thing again? Tell me all about tea.
I'm going to walk off the path a little bit. Reach up and sort of tap at my necklace around my neck.
As you do so, a large elk suddenly appears from within the necklace, almost on top of you.
I'm just like, hey. I can see. Sort of like get up, sort of start doing scriptures and the yourself, not you.
She does nuzzle you affectionately while spitting at you.
And I sort of like head bump her, you know, we're just really happy. It's only been like 10 minutes, but we're very excited to see each other again.
You did ride her through the office, so.
Yeah. I think then someone was like, just came out and was like, you need to, please. There's other people working here. We appreciate what's happening here. We understand she's a princess, but please. She's just crashing into chairs.
Kicks a printer.
Yes, your elk is now available.
Amazing. So I'll clamber on and then sort of look back at the others. We're going.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just pestering on Georgie about this newfangled idea that tea is not a time of day where you eat something, it is a drink.
It's very confusing.
It's very confusing, and I've never heard of this drink called tea before.
Are you all sort of meandering down this road? Feel free to roll perception checks as you go.
Can I use my passive?
If you would prefer.
17.
Can I look at the elk instead?
Yes.
Well, Enoch rolled a natural 1 with +0, so
Oh,
It's a wood.
good lord.
natural one.
Yours
To be
is a natural one.
Yes.
It's a wood.
No, it's an elk. It wasn't an elk.
It's an elk
It's
made of
not a
wood.
sausage.
10.
The greater.
It has antlers.
It does.
Very painful sausage.
And anyone else?
Got a 12.
12.
13 with a -1.
10.
It seems to be pretty much a normal wood. With a 17, there don't seem to be a lot of birds. Maybe slightly fewer animal noises than you would anticipate in this wood.
I'm not that kind of druid. I'm more interested in tea. So I'm just chattering away to old Georgie about this mythical concept.
Any other conversations happening as you wander through the company?
Is it like coffee?
No, not really. I understand that coffee comes from, little beanie pod things, whereas the tea is actually from the leaves.
Coffee doesn't come from little beanie pod things. Coffee comes from the coffee gram.
What?
It's a fae that gives you coffee. I don't know where it comes from, but there's more to it than that.
So do you have like a tea fairy?
No!
No?
That'd be weird. Oh, come by at tea time and I eat your food. What's that?
Maybe if you left your tea under your pillow, then a tea fairy comes at night and takes it away.
Left my tea under my pillow. I'd have mashed potatoes on the bottom of my pillow.
This conversation continues.
I would just like to ask Pip, who is this?
Oh, well, she's the Autumn Princess, Queen of the Woods. I mean, I call her Nutmeg. And she...
And is she...
Huh?
Go for it.
No, I'm looking at you now.
I was just going to ask if, since she's a princess, does she have a lot of money?
She has a lot of trees, which I suppose could be exchanged for money. I mean, the Sealy do seem to use the leaves a lot. I sort of look down and I'm like, do you have a lot of money? Is that something? No, we don't go for, money so much. I mean, Gertie's a princess, but I don't know if Gertie's got a lot of money. Doesn't know what coffee.
I'm talking about tea. I'm not listening. I'm talking about tea.
Point to Soriana. So maybe you could ask her.
A good question. Just one more that I have. Does she take passengers? I'm very small and have very short legs, and she is very large, and I will be sprinting to keep up with her general pace. I am so sorry to ask, but could I get a ride?
Ask her.
Princess Nutmeg.
Mm-hmm.
My most esteemed elk.
Sort of leaning on the side. Go on, yeah.
I was wondering if you could bestow upon me the ability of a ride upon your most majestic saddle.
Roll an animal check.
Wow.
16.
The elk kind of moves her head in a way that could be deemed friendly.
I put an arm out.
I will graciously accept.
1, 2, 3. Oh.
Quite like someone probably got up into the air.
Roll an athletics check.
Who?
I was going to say.
That's a 16.
Yeah, you're fine.
Not the first time I've done that. But one of the better times has happened. You didn't hit a tree or anything. Well done.
Thank you. I'm very happy. And she's very comfortable.
She is.
She agrees.
The way you said, "Oh, she's really comfortable," and Pippa went, "Yes, she is," in this almost reverent way was weird. It was odd.
I slept on top of her. It's
You're not making it better.
Yeah.
Who amongst you has the highest passive perception? You've walked for a little while
Me,
now.
17.
You appear to have just walked past another half-mile marker.
The same.
Direction. Roll an investigation check. Well, you haven't spotted it yet. Guess you spotted it.
Didn't we just pass this? Flying over it, just pointing. Didn't we just pass this?
Now you can roll an investigation check.
I certainly
as well.
shouldn't.
Or you can help each other. Whatever you would prefer.
I can assist someone if necessary, because I'm not rolling.
I rolled pretty rubbish, and I have a decent modifier.
I'll assist Georgie if you go and squat down and look at it.
Enoch, what did you roll?
I rolled a natural 20 plus 7.
Definitely the same one. There were scratches in it that look exactly the same.
I rolled a 3. It's probably not the same one.
With help, I rolled a filthy 20.
Nice.
Definitely the same one.
Well, that's
Alright.
curious. Surely this would have been a lower number.
This happens in the Faewild sometimes. Roads are circled. Guess I have to go off the road.
But then why point that way?
I'll be some kind of trap to catch people. It's the
Should we go
Faewild. It's normal.
in the opposite direction to try and trick the half-mile marker into thinking we're not following it?
That might work, you know. You never know. Could be a sane half-mile marker. Stamp on it a few times, see if see if it animates or something like that. No.
Stop playing tricks on us!
Ring down. Knock it off.
You intimidate the stone.
I think
Great.
job done. And well done, everyone. Well done, everyone.
What if someone who was very fast picked up the half-mile marker and ran here for us and put it down again?
It's also possible there are Fae that are super, super fast.
There's moss growing on it. It's also growing on the ground. Those of you with very high investigation rolls. It doesn't look like it's been disturbed.
I believe it's the same rock, although that theory, Ogden, is quite astute.
What does astute mean?
I have no idea. I just use this word often.
Oh,
Sounds really
I'm
good.
astute. I don't know what astute is, but I am one.
You are.
Hang on. Are you saying that Ogden is a stew or astute?
Astute.
It's one word.
Two words.
Astute
It's
is one
astute.
word.
A
Astute is one
astute.
word.
Singular astute. Yes.
So Ogden's one of many stutes.
Correct.
Right. So I'll make sure I'm using it properly, otherwise I sound like an idiot.
That's funny. That's the same as my mouse's name, Stuart.
Stuart.
Yeah, little Stuart.
Stuart.
So
So if someone says so Ogden's stew and your little mouse is called Stuart.
Stuart. And I'm Stoot.
Stoot.
Very different.
Okay.
What do we do about this direction thing, though?
Can I roll a survival check?
Sure.
I will touch a scroll casing on my belt and cast guidance on myself.
Mm-hmm.
That is 19 plus 4, 23.
You are aware of things like this in the Faewild, although generally it is like things like Ogden said, where the stone has moved, or like someone's playing a trick on you. It's weird that the stone hasn't moved.
Right.
You could probably find your way through if you paid very close attention, you imagine, or maybe via magical means. But it looks like this is the road, and it looks like this will be the direction that you should go in.
Right. Okay, I'll do it in character. Right, okay. Shall we try following the road again? And this time, everyone, look really carefully at everything, because we don't know what it is, but something's tricksy.
We all look at all of the things all at the same time?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a really good way of handling it.
Okay.
Should we perhaps be like holding hands or something in some sort of humanoid chain in order to make sure that whatever happens doesn't happen to just, one or two of us?
Probably a good idea, otherwise someone might get absolutely lost, which is probably what happened to this satyr. Tessia.
Yeah.
Tessia, that's it.
All right.
I'm just going to perch on... Who have I not perched on yet? I'm not perched on Enoch yet, but Enoch's the same height as me. He'll just crush him.
We can probably share the same little seat.
Okay, I'll come and sort of sit next to Enoch and sort of push me in.
Hold hands.
Actually, if you could just check nutmeg first, that's okay.
Oh,
Consent's
sorry.
very important.
Fine. I'm going to flutter over to Nutmeg's face and can I perch on you?
Like you mean it.
Are you rolling an animal handling check, or are you talking to the elf?
I'm rolling an animal handling check.
Just checking, Druid.
No. That is a +7, so that's an 11.
It's more hesitant this time, but a sort of begrudging. Sure.
Okay, less. Don't like animals. Yeah, fine, whatever. Looks like I got consent. Perch down next to Enoch and take Enoch's hand.
Enoch will looking behind the group as we go forwards.
I'm probably doing a slightly weird eyes too wide, just You want to keep an eye on everything at once.
Ogden's doing that too. The instructions were very clear.
Yeah.
Would you all like to roll perception checks?
I would touch my skull casing again. Oh, guidance.
That's a 15 from me. 16 on the dice, -1.
I got an 8.
18 for me.
8.
12.
As you're making your way down the path again, keeping a very close eye out, old Georgie and Gertie, you notice a point where you start to see the path slide almost as if it should go straight, but you can notice it start to sort of slide round to the right. But if you wanted to, you could keep going straight.
Yeah, it's a tricksy path. See? There it is.
Oh, I see. That's interesting. Is that like one of them optical illusions?
What's no, the path's just moving. What's an optical physmaging? What's it?
Well, it's like where it looks like something, but it's not.
So it's an illusion. Just.
I will conjure a minor illusion by Gertie, just to...
What is it?
This is an illusion.
What is it, though? What have you conjured?
What have you done?
What have you done?
What have I done? I will make a little acorn, but the acorn will be bright orange. And it will rotate. And if you try and put your hand through it, it's not there. It's an illusion.
I just pass my hand through it to show Georgie, like, look.
Yeah, that's an illusion. But it's an optical illusion because your eye thinks it is, but your hand knows it's not. See?
I know it's not, but yes.
Hang on. Are there other types of illusions?
Nose illusion, ear illusion, foot illusion.
What's a foot illusion?
Well, you think there's a path there, and then there's not a path, and then you fell in a hole.
Doesn't Ogden have a foot illusion? Or a leg illusion, at least.
These are real.
Oh, gosh! Monstrous!
I tore this lady's legs off.
And I'm a weird cryptid that lives in the woods, and even I think that's weird.
They're real props.
Yeah, I carved them. No, they're wood.
I'm gonna poke Pip with a foot.
Oh, no!
No, but look, it's...
Oh, so it's not actual. It's like...
Look,
like
like the
dried
sparkly
fleck.
bits. Look at the sparkly bits. Look.
Again, it's like, oh, those are very sparkly.
So I guess what we're saying, Georgie, is this is a foot illusion because the path's going that way, but it looks like it's going that way. So it's an optics illusion and a foot illusion.
Yeah, all right.
So do we go to the left or do we take a step to the right?
I think we slide to the left.
Slide, or we could jump. Or we could just
hold
run
your
at
knees in
it.
tight.
What do you think? What should we do?
Well, I don't want to do this time loop again.
Now the path looks like it's going to the right, but it's not. It's going straight ahead. So if we go straight ahead now, we won't go back to the place where we arrived.
Right.
Yep.
Or is it the other way around? What if we close our eyes and walk forwards and see which way we're trying to go? Then we know the way that we shouldn't be going and go the correct way instead.
Wait, okay,
Do a survival check.
Or we could remember what we did last time, but...
That is an 18. No, it's definitely that way.
Ogden is going to close his eyes and walk forward in the direction that Gertie pointed.
Yeah. All right then, gang.
Okay, mate, put your hands out in front of you. Just, yeah.
Ogden, not just roll a general dexterity check. Walking.
Oh no.
Blind in a wood.
Can I help, Ogden? I'd fly along, make sure he
I
doesn't
thought we were
walk into a
holding hands.
tree. Oh, we are all still holding hands, that's true.
With advantage.
Oh dear. That's an 8.
With advantage, Germany. We gave you advantage.
No, that's still an 8.
Right into a tree.
No,
You're a monk!
Yes, you say that.
You trip over.
What
Pull
illusion?
the chain down.
Take a little tumble.
Does that pull all of us down?
No, I'm going to say that because you're all holding hands, you've managed to steady Ogden. Even though Ogden is ridiculously tall.
What does that mean? What does it mean if you fall over? That wasn't one of the options. Does that mean it's a foot illusion
theory,
or not
Enoch.
a foot illusion?
Enoch, what do you think? If you fall over, what does that mean?
Well, it's certainly not an optical illusion, and it's certainly not a foot illusion.
Ooh.
So perhaps it's a tripsy illusion,
Oh.
where one trips.
Right.
That's
Tripsy,
like an inner ear thing.
Or tricksy, yes.
Are we on a path? It's just gone slightly differently, are we?
As you start to walk forward onto this new path, which is the old path, but just not the old path.
God damn you, Faewild.
You emerge from this little copse that you're in, and ahead of you start to see a small village
Hey.
with a river running through it, and you can see some red roofs to the houses, some thatched roofs to the houses off into the distance. And as you start to walk forward, you are beginning to approach. Gertie, you can see a small line of almost pink, bubbly shapes on the ground. That sounds weird. They're mushrooms. They appear to be surrounding, from what you can see, the village at this distance.
What do I know about mushrooms being Faewild living?
Roll me next check. What do you know about mushrooms?
What do we know about Faewild?
Dance!
What do we know about mushrooms being water but also sausage adjacent?
Ooh, mushroom and sausage.
Well, anyone feel free to roll me next check on mushrooms.
I rolled a 10. I'm not good at nature checks.
Mushrooms and mushrooms.
Oh, look, it's
14
mushrooms!
from me.
19 for Enoch.
Wow.
Enoch, you're probably aware of in the material plane which mushrooms not to eat. Probably not sensible to eat pink mushrooms, from what you know on the material plane. Old Georgie, again, you're probably aware of what mushrooms not to eat on the material plane. Again, pink, probably a warning colour. Did anyone else roll? I missed
11.
11 mushrooms and mushrooms.
Can you cook nice things with them? What kind of meals would be good with mushrooms? Sausages, probably. Yeah. No, yeah. Realise that.
Pip,
At 10.
roughly similar. You're aware of mushrooms, you come across them in the forest, but you know enough to stay away from them because it's hard to tell very dangerous mushrooms from very non-dangerous mushrooms. Please don't pick wild mushrooms, people, unless you're an expert at identifying them. Not worth it. Do you approach the mushroom barrier?
I mean, I think nothing of it, so yeah, I just...
Depends, how fast are we going?
Normal walking speed?
How fast do you have to go to break the mushroom barrier?
Oh, God.
Ogden doesn't know about not poisoning yourself because he's from the city and there aren't any mushrooms in the city, but he does know that mushrooms go well with sausages, so he is just going to pick one as we go by. If we do die.
As you get to mushrooms, a small voice shouts out at you, "Go away! We don't like strangers! You're not welcome here!"
Is there an obvious place the voices come from?
Nope.
Is it the mushroom?
Back off!
It could very well be the mushrooms.
Again, sounds like a weird question, but Faewild.
Exactly.
There are talking mushrooms.
That's very well the mushrooms.
Can I perceive who is talking?
As in, do you want to do it passively or do you want to roll for it?
I want to roll for it. I'm going to look around.
Sure.
Touch my scroll case! Good old guidance. That is not fantastic. That is a 15.
No, you can't see. Anyone?
Hello? Someone there?
Yeah, I'm here! Fuck off!
Rude.
They are very rude, these voices. I'm going to hop off the elk and thank her profusely for the lift. And just make sure that Ogden isn't touching the mushrooms. And if Ogden has, put it down.
Ogden does
we
look
don't
at
want to eat them.
yet, but is looking a little bit hungrily towards them.
I will try with my little tiny hands to drag you away from the mushrooms.
Okay. All right.
We're looking for someone.
You. They're not here.
We haven't told you who it is yet.
Well, they're not here.
It might be.
Is it you? Are we looking for you?
Nobody's looking for me, and if you were, I'm not here.
I mean, I'm looking for you right now because I can't see.
Well, I'm not here. Go away.
Where are you?
I'm not here.
I think that was, he's not here. They did say that.
Can I look at
You've
the
eliminated
mushrooms?
here as a possible
Are they
location.
talking
but where
mushrooms?
else?
Can I look down at the mushrooms and see if they're talking?
Sure. To roll the perception check.
Yeah. Good lord. I've got a +7. It's been some terrible rolls. That's better. 14.
The mushrooms do not appear to have mouths.
All right. Got good news. It's not talking mushrooms, and that is a serious Faewild worry, let me tell you.
Again, we both some not that. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Tick.
Well, of course I'm not a talking mushroom.
What are
you?
Well, I wouldn't tell you even if you asked.
Are you a sound effect?
No.
Are you an unsound effect?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
You know what a sound effect is?
No.
Are you a
Neither do
student?
I.
No.
Are you a stoot too? I'm a stoot. It's nice to meet you.
Look, we need to get to the village.
No.
What happens if we go?
You can't. No one's allowed in.
I'm going to move over the mushroom line.
In which case, could you roll me?
Oh no.
Could you roll me?
Oh.
Hang on. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, it's a 25.
Wow.
Good!
But we will take our break, and when we return, we will need to roll initiative.
Oh!
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone really doesn't want us there. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't get that impression. That...
Odd.
Great.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the first half, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes for to find out what doesn't want them in the village. See you soon. Bye. welcome back. Hope you had a nice break. We are refreshed, although it is very warm in London today, so slightly hot under the collar here in London or other parts of the UK. We ended with the saying we were going to need to roll for initiative. So, could everybody please roll for initiative? Oh, I see Gertie there's 13 there.
That's correct.
Anyone else?
Also 13.
Also 13?
What's your dex mod?
My dex mod is +3.
Pip goes before me.
Ogden 16.
Nice.
18 for me.
Ooh. Of course you had your int, don't you? Because you're a battlesmith.
Do I?
It will be on your sheet. Don't worry.
My initiative's only +1.
I think you're thinking about something else.
I probably am.
Enoch.
12. That should have shown up on the.
Oh. It did, I just missed it.
Hooray.
How close were you all stood to the mushrooms? Relatively close.
I was 5 foot on the other side of the mushrooms.
Well, you were stepping over the mushrooms.
Sure.
Cool. As you step over the mushrooms,
Fly.
fly over the mushrooms. Something pops out from underneath the mushroom.
Ooh.
Wow, that was a really bad attack. Would a 13 hit you?
13 is my armor class.
So, yes.
Well, I'm flying.
Yeah.
I mean, if it pops out from under a mushroom, can it reach me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, then yes, it does hit me.
So you take... 12 points of damage.
Ooh.
And it makes the second attack better.
Yeah.
Instead of 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Take another significantly better 21 points of damage.
Wow, I'm unconscious.
Hell. Oh no.
I was bad at the first one. Sorry.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
fly over and what hits me?
Oh no.
Yeah, what is it? What are we seeing here?
A small, almost like a pixie, but again with purple skin, emerges from underneath the mushroom and jumps up at Gertie, slashing out with two short swords. Oh, Georgie, it is your turn. Gertie's just fallen out of the
Oh
sky.
my god!
By me. So, I mean, has Gertie fallen on the other side of the mushrooms?
Yes.
There's nothing for it, and old Georgie's going to rush over, and I'm going to, assuming I get past the mushrooms, cast Cure Wounds.
Hey!
I will do it at 2nd level.
Oh, thank you, Sean.
That's all right. Yes, so 2nd level Cure Wounds, which 2d8. Oh god, the pressure. What were they? That one and that one.
I'm so glad someone has healing. I was like, oh, druid healing, druid fine, druid
Yeah.
down. Oh no.
13
Oh,
points.
thank you. 13 hit points.
And gone.
Bonus action for you.
Yeah, so now that we've got to combat and I can actually look at my character sheet properly and realize all of the choices I've made, my Steel Defender, which has been there the entire campaign so far, which takes the form of a rat that has been made out of kind of metal because it's a Steel Defender, obviously, with Georgie's newfound kind of smithing, just been kind of tinkering away, and then this robot came into existence. So yeah, I'm going to command that with my bonus action.
And now it's a rat.
Nobody's
Because last
mentioned.
Well, no, but you said you had a mouse that could fly, and then she was like, it's a rat, and Enoch was like, it's a rat, and then you were like, no, it's a mouse. Is this a different? What is happening?
This is an additional thing. I've got the invocation to make a homunculus servant, and I've got the steel defender as my subclass.
And then are they just like hanging out on your shoulders, like rodent-y shoulders, all the time?
I think
the rat wouldn't be because it's quite big.
The rat's pretty big.
It's the same size as a dog. Like it.
Not a rat.
The rat's been on the road this entire time.
You've just not mentioned it. It's just been like, yeah, that's a thing.
I mean, about the only thing I could possibly suggest is I do also have a bag of holding, but I don't know how big the rim is. So you know.
Or we just go, it's the Faewild. Things seem to appear.
Rats that we didn't remember.
It like phases into existence. You're like, yeah, that rat has been there the entire time.
I mean, Ogden would know this. What is the rat called? Sean.
What's it called?
Sean.
Sean.
No, it's not called Sean. I was giving my rat my own name. The rat.
Don't do what I do and panic and call it Steve.
No more Steve.
Steve.
Steve the rat. Steve the rat.
Is Robert. Robert the rat.
It's my dad's name.
What, Robert the rat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good, strong name.
Yeah, we'll go with Robert. I don't know
Robert the
why.
rat.
Oh, because he's a robot. Robert the rat.
Robert. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, initiative, fast things happening. I'm going to. Can I get the steel defender to kind of hold an action and like defend Gertie? Is that a thing I can do?
If there is specific bonus action commands you can give your steel defender, Sean, they'll be on your sheet.
Yeah. Is there a thing I can see that it can attack?
Yes, there is a small purple man with short swords.
I mean, this thing's not been particularly friendly to us so far, so I think I'll go for a force-empowered rend.
A what? What did you just say?
It's called force-empowered rend.
Is it like casual force-empowered rend?
I mean, that's just attack. You could just say attack. Attack!
No, it's called a force-empowered rend.
It goes immediately after you, so feel free to just roll it now.
Yes, cool. That is a 23 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
And that is 6 points of force damage. And that's action, bonus action. I don't think I can do anything else.
What does the rend look like exactly?
It's a rat, so I think it goes in for a chomp. A big old bite with its pinchy teeth. Very, very painful rat bites. I've still got the scar from one on my hand.
Gosh.
Doing a lot about yourself there, Sean.
I used to own rats.
Rats are cute.
Yeah.
They're super cute.
Charlie, it's Ogden's turn.
Ogden is appalled. First there was a lot of unfriendliness, then there was a lot of stabbing. So Ogden is going to yell, "No, small stabby person!" And is going to run and try and leap at them and grapple them, although he is holding a foot in each arm, so it's sort of and they're very small, so this could be very hard, but I would like to try and, pin them to the ground so they can't stab people anymore.
Sure. If you grapple, all that will do is stop their movement, and you can't really restrain. You could attack and then try and stun them, which would stop them from doing
Do I have a stunny thing? Is that one of my things?
Yeah, you have stunning strike.
Do I? That's great. I've read all my things here. Okay, I shall try and yes, all right. I shall be efficient with my turn, I suppose. I shall try and stun them.
So, roll and attack.
Yeah. Okay. So I will attack. Look, I'm holding the foot. I will yell at them, and then I will. I'm kind of poking them with the heel of the very nice red sparkly shoes. Oh dear, that's a 12.
12 won't hit.
Ooh. I think I have another attack.
I think so too.
Because I've got that extra attack thing. I can still do it on the second one. Second one was the same. absolutely the same. Still a 12, so I'm like, oh! Just like, oh.
So you should have a bonus action, which
That's
you can
true.
attack or burn a key point.
I
to-
can,
Twice.
yes, I can bonus that action and make an unarmed strike, but I have legs in both my arms, so I'm going to have to kick
Yeah,
them.
kick. Many
Very
kicks.
confusing.
And you're arguably
Yeah.
kicking with your punches as well.
So I'm going to kick them, and then with my third leg, I'm going to kick them.
Don't say that.
It's like a really odd
You say that.
You are now a tripod.
Don't say that either.
Filth in the Faewild.
Unbelievable.
Lot of brains. The lot
It
of
was a
you.
22.
That one will hit. Would you
like
like
that
to stunning
one.
strike on that one?
Hitting with your
Yes.
third leg, sure.
So there's initially a 6 of bludgeoning damage. Then I'm going to use a key point to ask them to roll a con saving throw, please.
I have rolled a 12.
That's not enough because it was a 13 that you needed. Whoa!
How does your stunning work?
I suppose they're so amazed by my triple kicking action that they're literally stunned. Yeah, I assume.
I'm literally stunned until the end of your next turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reeling from the can.
Because often can.
Would you
Certainly
like
can't.
to stay where you are?
Oh yes, just sort of looking down at them. I've come up to them to do that, and I'm just like, and I'm looking at them sort of quite crossly because of the stabbing, and yes, just like, oh.
3 more, the same. Only holding one sword, but the same coloration and wearing the same kind of like little black capes. Will also emerge from mushrooms, screaming, "Ah!" and will. Sorry.
Can we do that again?
One will go for old Georgie, one will go for Ogden, and I think one is going to run out and go for Enoch because you're there. So the one going for old Georgie. That is a roll the thing. Beyond. That is a 15 to hit.
Doesn't penetrate my natural armor, I'm afraid.
Oh, he's got a shell!
Oh,
He's a total.
on Ogden, that is a natural 20, I'm afraid.
Oh!
Is it too late to use the deflect attack reaction of my Steel Defender to impose disadvantage on that attack?
What does that do?
Or should I use it on... it imposes disadvantage on the attack roll of a creature it can see within 5 feet, which I assume Ogden is.
Creature of the universe.
You have to call it before. When do you have to call it? Yeah.
If I have to call it before, can I do it for Enoch instead?
I'll say that you can use it on this occasion because we're getting used to sheets, but next time call it before.
It was not fast enough.
I've re-rolled it, which makes it a 24 to hit.
That still hits.
Wow.
But it's not a natural 20.
But it's not a natural 20.
That's okay.
Thank you, Robert the Rat.
That's 11 points of damage.
Ow!
Does Robert the Rat talk?
Oh, sorry, it's not. No, it's just 6. Sorry.
Oh, good. Oh, that's nice. I like that.
And Enoch, that is a 15 to hit you.
Okay, I will use my reaction to cast shield as the blade comes towards me. The shield will be orange with green spots. Because why not?
The darkling that is attacking you just like gets a bit startled by this and kind of pull back in the moment. That is their turn. Gertie, you are up again.
Pip should go before me. Pip's got a higher dex mod than me.
Pip.
What is this nonsense? Okay. Are the darklings within 10 feet of me?
Sure.
Sure, why not? I'm just going to hit one with a lance.
Please do.
I do get advantage.
Do you want to go for the stunned one or the non-stunned ones?
I mean, give me a challenge. Give me one that's still moving.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah. As I said, I get advantage because I'm a mounted combatant, and they are at least a size smaller than Sweet Meg here. So, hit him with a lance. Hit him with your stick. That is a 14.
14 just hit, yeah.
Amazing. $14 points piercing.
14 is how many hit points they have.
Wow.
So you lance one and it dies on the end of your lance.
Just impale one and just...
Yeah, it's
Straight through.
on the end of your lance, correct.
It got real dark real quick.
As it dies, a burst of light flashes out from it. Could all of you
Oh no!
please make me a Constitution saving throw?
17.
15.
24.
Synthetic 20.
All fine.
14.
All fine.
Oh, phew. Okay. Con is not good for me.
Pip, I believe you have a second attack.
And a dead darkling on the end of it. I turn, look at the one who's stunned, nod, stab down. I'm not a nice cryptid. I'm the one that the Sealy tells stories of. Don't go in the woods because the stag man will come for you and stab you.
Oh, you're that stag man, right?
Oh yes.
Wait, are you trying to stab the one in front of me?
The
stunned one?
Yeah.
Oh, Ogden's gonna be like, no! I don't think I have a reaction, but I'm just gonna be like, no!
Is there another one that's... Actually, I suppose...
There are two moving ones and a stunned one.
Can I retroactively say I just hit in the hit one of the moving ones? Because I don't want to upset Ogden. It's sort of like as it's going, it just... that is 18.
18 hits.
Hooray. That 10 hit points.
You bash it quite hard, but it's still moving.
I also wiggle his dead friend in front of him. There you go.
That's
away.
awful. Yeah.
Let the serve the warning.
I'm nature. I'm not kind.
Any bonus actions for you, Pip?
I am just going to quickly... I don't think so at the moment. Oh.
Okay. Gertie.
I will fly straight up, which means I can go 30 feet straight up, so out of melee range of these things.
You will probably take an attack opportunity to do so.
Interesting. In which case I will... Okay. I will do my magical stars druid magic girl transformation, and a beam of light shoots down from the sky, and I'm wreathed in this sort of white-blue light, and then I have white-blue spots all over my skin that just start to glow, and yes, there is a theme music piece and stuff like that.
Beautiful.
Do the dots connect each other into a specific...
Oh yes, the dots connect into each other. So I mean, the starry form is that of chalice, but you can't see a chalice anywhere because it would, I'm quite covered.
Got a lot of clothes.
Got a lot of clothes on, yeah. And in which case, then I will cast a healing word on Ogden, which is for 6 hit points. So Ogden is at full health, and because I am currently in chalice mode, I also heal 1d8 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I then heal Yeah, 9 hit points. And then I'll fly straight up. So I'm out of melee range of all of these things.
So you're fighting an attack opportunity.
I'll take attack opportunity, yes. No problem.
That is 19 hit.
That hits, yeah.
That is 5 points of damage.
Yeah, that's fine. Just flying 30 feet up amongst everyone, just looking like a radiant superhero, ready to lay the smackdown.
Enoch.
Oh gosh, I will cast grease at the foot of the little horrid thing before me, more horrid than me, who would have thought. So if it could please make a dexterity saving throw.
Six.
That's not quite a 15. I'm afraid this thing falls prone upon the ground and needs to, on its turn, use half of its movement to get back up. And I will begin to back away from the horrid little thing on the floor. As far as I can go, 30 foot backwards.
It swings out of you from on the floor, but it's lying down and it can't quite reach you.
That's fine by me. I will keep on going. You stay there.
Right. Okay. Could Ogden, Pip, and old Georgie please make a wisdom saving throw?
Natural 20.
16.
Okay.
-1.
Ooh. 11.
Ogden,
Yes.
you suddenly start to feel confused.
Oh, that's quite normal, but
Long day.
slightly more than normal.
You can't currently take reactions, and you'll need to roll a d10 at the start of your turns.
Ooh, that's exciting. Like it.
And a small green figure becomes visible, hovering near to a mushroom, slightly further away from all of you. Well, out from under another mushroom comes another group of the Darkling.
Right.
They're going to swarm round Ogden, Pip, and old Georgie, who are the ones that are currently in the centre. So it'll be there are 5 of them. So it will be 2 of you will get 2 attacks each. And actual roll. Determine which one it is. If only I had got my actual dice set out.
How many Darklings are there in total now?
1 is dead, so there are 7, and the boss Darkling, who's currently stunned. It's going well. Hang on, I'm just getting a dice set out.
The green one's another Darkling. Or the green one's something
The
else.
one's not a Darkling, the green one is something else. Alright, there are 3 of you, so I roll d6. So, 1, 2, old Georgie, you'll get 2 attacks, and Pip, you'll also get 2 attacks. So, alright, here we go. Ogden. Does a 15 hit you?
Just. Yes. Oh, how?
You take 12 points of damage. Old Georgie does a 24 hit you.
Yeah, 24 hits.
You take 12. Second, 18.
18 does not hit. Old Georgie raises the bush flat and it is deflected.
Nice. And Pip. 23.
23 hits.
That is for 17 points of damage.
Oof.
And the second one is a 24.
It also hits.
That is for 7 points of damage.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back at the top of the initiative, the Darkling Elder is stunned and does nothing, just stares at Ogden, blinking. Old Georgie, this is your turn.
Oh, I think I'm going to save the fun magical stuff for the fun magical people. I'm going to hit them with my sledgehammer, which Georgie's going to pull kind of Ramona Flowers-esque out of his bag of holding. And I would like to attempt to punt it into a tree.
Which one? There are 7 Darklings around you. There is also the stunned Darkling Elder, and there is a little green person as well.
The one who just stabbed me, I think, is going to get a thwack.
Okay with them.
I mean, if I was mounted, maybe.
Oh, that's Polo.
That does sound like fun.
Swap weapons, will definitely work.
Just throw it and catch.
I don't think, no matter what I add to that, a 4 on the dice is going to miss. Yeah.
No.
I mean, if you have +10...
Pretty certain I don't get to add like my bonus or anything for fun, do I? It's still nah, definitely a miss.
You're a bit thrown by pulling the hammer out of the pouch in one turn and then trying to swing it. It's just all a bit quick. Bonus actions?
I will command my my steel defender to make a force empowered rend attack, please.
Oh no, not the red.
Go for it.
Well, that's 21.
21 hits, yeah.
Much better with his teeth than I am. Yeah, go on, Robert. 7.
To be fair, you're not trying to bite them, so maybe if you tried to bite them, you'd do better too.
Sean, when you attack with a weapon, you can use your intelligence modifier instead of your strength or dex modifier for the attack and damage rolls.
Still only would have been +4.
Plus your proficiency, because you're proficient in it, so it's plus another 3, so plus 7. Not enough now. Yeah.
Cool. In which case, Ogden, could you please roll me a d10?
Not a 7.
7.
Yes.
Could you roll another d10?
Got one right here. That's convenient.
In my pocket.
That was a 6.
6. You feel confused, but you do attack a Darkling.
Do I want to?
Do you want to?
I mean, what do you mean? I just do it.
The creature uses action to make a melee attack.
Right, oh no! Oh gosh!
A randomly determined creature. The good news is you're not attacking one of your allies, so you know.
Okay,
It's good. That's very good news.
Okay, how do I randomly determine it?
You just did. You rolled the d10.
Oh, okay, alright. So,
How you're playing the confusion.
is it the I'm so confused. Is it the stunned one? Am I attacking the stunned one or like a angry stabby one? The one that just stabbed me?
It can't be the stunned one. I was just checking you weren't going to attack one of your allies.
I don't want it to be the stunned one. The poor little stunned one is confused just like me. We're little confused buddies, you know? Just like...
It's not the stunned one, it's one of the other ones.
Oh, thanks. So just one attack.
Well, you'll take your entire attack action, but...
And the extra attack, is that part of my attack action? Is the bonus attack part of my attack action? Which of those are a part of the...
you can use your bonus attack as well.
Cool. Okay, well, firstly, I will go and hit out with a leg. That will be a 18 to hit.
Yeah, 18 hits.
And that will be 4 bludgeoning damage with a leg. And then can I still take my
So you
second
attack.
action? Yeah, okay. Swinging out with the other leg randomly, that's 23. That's for another. But maybe it's someone else. That's another 6 points of damage because I feel like flailing wildly. If there are enough around, that'd be nice.
Throughout the round.
And then I will kick someone. Just
Someone else random?
yeah, just like and for my little kicky kick. Oh no, that's a 10.
You try to kick it, another one, and because you're confused, it just doesn't happen. You do get a roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, sounds good. Five.
Still confused. The Darkling Elder is no longer stunned at the end of the turn.
Correct.
Right, that Darkling is very dead. This Darkling is hurt, but not dead. It will strike out at Steel Defender that hurt it.
No.
Yeah, fair.
A 14.
Does not hit. AC 15.
Its little dagger scrapes on the rat's back. Another one is going to turn to the person who's swinging around its friend on the end of a long stick.
It's dead
God,
friend.
yeah, I mean that's fair. Yeah, Howard.
No, Philip!
That's a 23 to hit, Tom.
That still hits me.
They're cross, I feel.
Mm.
I rolled it's 5 points of damage.
Sure. I mean,
That's
angry,
what I
but
say.
we don't love Philip that much.
I hate Philip.
Yeah.
Hate him.
We hated Philip so much we want him to become a barbecue. I mean,
You want to eat Philip? It's gotten weird.
I mean, I kind of want to eat Philip, but that's my own thing.
Oh, poor Philip.
This is your turn. Please don't eat the Darkling that you currently have on the end of your skewer.
Grand. Okay, so I've just... The Darkling that just attacked me.
Yeah. Kind of
Stab him.
that sentence. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the thing, like, I get slashed, and then the head slowly comes back round, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah. And lunge.
You're enjoying this too much.
I don't get to get out a lot.
Probably a good
In
thing.
the forest, don't you?
14.
Out.
Out of the forest.
14 hits. Yeah.
Amazing. 10 points.
Then it is still alive and staring at you. Goadingly.
It's got real dark real early, that's all I'm saying.
Blows a raspberry.
I'm going to take that tongue. 24.
Yeah, 24 hits.
Again, Ogden just going, what have we got into?
Ogden is very confused.
5.
It dies.
Are there now two on the lance?
Are you collecting it?
I mean, I'm going to try. I think that's going to affect it after a while, but they're quite small, right?
Yeah. No, you've got it. I feel like you probably kept 4.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah.
Could you hit you, Ogden, and you, old Georgie, please make a con saving throw as it lets off a blinding flash of light as it dies.
Nat 20, so 26.
5.
Oh,
Oh, Ogden. Very confused.
Georgie?
12.
12 is fine. Ogden, you are now confused and also blinded.
This in itself confusing.
Welcome back to Ogden's bad day.
This burst, is it like sort of like a sort of like a bulb splash, or is it more of a
So it looks kind of like they pop, and then from within them, Sounds really grim.
Hang on, does it like sort of body parts like go flying out?
No, it's like they pop out of existence and then
Oh,
a big
okay.
flash comes out of them, almost like an illusion.
If they're part of resistance, how are they on the end of Pip's lance?
Those ones didn't. It looked like they popped out of existence, then there was a flash of light, but then the bodies were still there.
So are the bodies still there of the ones that...
Yeah.
Have we killed any that aren't on the lance?
No.
Oh, I'll find out later. Alright, cool. Whose turn is it?
It's your turn.
Oh, good.
Can I just bonus action before?
Yes, of course you can.
So, I'm going to second wind, I think. I've been hit a few times and then just sort of like loosen up the shoulders, going, right, I'm actually doing this now. So, yeah, I get back 8 hit points.
Nice.
My second.
Cool. Does that look like anything, or are you just like stealing yourself?
I think it's just that sort of like getting, loose and right. Again, that's still that horrible grin on his face, and just right, yeah, 2, great, here we go.
How injured does everyone look?
I'm pretty injured.
Pretty injured.
Yeah.
Scale of like 1 to 43, I'm about 31.
Right, got you.
I suppose I'm 28 on that scale out of 49. But...
Oh, right. Ogden, do you look particularly badly hurt?
I want to work out it like in a good fraction.
Okay.
That isn't like the fraction that it is, but I'm not that good at fractions, so it's probably about a third.
About a third? Okay.
Down.
Down.
A third down, like 2/3 health.
Right, so no one's about to die. Fine.
We're assuming that Enoch is at full health.
Enoch is
a
obviously at full
solid
health.
32,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Solid 32.
Enoch ran away. I mean...
Only 30 foot.
This, did I see the spell that was cast on Georgie, Pip, and Ogden Ogden's now acting strangely? Is there like a visible effect of that spell?
Ogden's putting his hands out in front of him.
I mean, there's a visible effect ensure that Ogden's got a problem, but
I can see fine.
I've got a lot more reach with the feet, so.
You didn't see the spell being cast.
okay. Then I will. Cool. I've got lots of free daily guiding bolts, so I'm using them. I'm going to guiding bolt the bigger one, the bigger darkling.
Okay.
So yeah, just flying in air, and then suddenly,
Is that like a sword? The 2 swords.
yeah, the boss one. I'm going to guiding bolt the boss one. My allies are within 5 feet, so I get pack tactics, so I have advantage. And that is a 22 to hit.
Yes.
That does 16 points of damage. It is dead.
Could Ogden, you're already blind. But, could Pip and Altonji, could you make a con saving throw, please?
Oh, I regret nothing. This is perfect.
In fact, actually, Ogden, could you? I can't see. No, you need to make it anyway. Could you make a con saving throw, please?
You're very blind.
There's a flash of light that I can't even see, and I'm still extra confused by it. That's an 11.
12.
12.
25.
25. There is a bright flash of light this time.
See it through my.
Few lids.
You get like the afterglow, and
I can see again!
this one is painful.
Oh,
You all
sorry.
take 3 points of radiant damage.
3?
Yeah,
Oh, ow.
but you're not blinded, so yay! Apart from Ogden,
I am.
Still blind. If that sort of works, and it's sort of it's like a sort of ball of star energy, just like a blue-white ball of energy, just explodes. I'm gonna turn and look across at the green figure. Say, were you the one shouting earlier?
No.
Was she? What, is it the same voice, Em?
Yeah.
Maybe they all have the same voice. We haven't been chatting to them.
I take note of this. I think I might. No, too meta. I'm staying. I'll fly over a little bit towards the green one in like a attempt to have a conversation.
Yeah. Enoch.
Ooh, okay. So just for my mind's sake, how many darklings are around Ogden, Old Georgie, and Pip?
6 remain.
6 remain around them, and there's one on the floor 30 foot away from me.
That's one of the group that's around that.
Okay, got you. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level, aimed at the one on the floor, and then 2, whichever I can see around Ogden, Old Georgie, and Pip. Okay.
Liz, during character creation, I have no attack spells. I'm not a combat character at all. Here's a 3rd level Scorching Ray.
I prefer to not use them. But things seem a little dire, so I'm going to. So the first one is an 18 plus 7. That's a number that I don't know.
Yeah, that was 25, but yeah.
The second is a 13 plus 7, 20.
20.
Yeah, 20. Yeah. I'll take your word for it, it's fine. And the guy on the floor, is that with advantage because he's on the floor prone?
Technically prone would be disadvantage.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then. So I'll use the lowest roll, which is 4 plus 7.
11.
It is 11. Okay, so that guy, nothing.
You did it at 3rd level, so you get a 4th ray.
Ooh. So again, within the fray, that's 19 plus 7, 26.
Yeah, so 3 hits, so roll your d6s.
So that's 2d6 per ones that hit.
Yeah.
If they don't all end up blind by the end of this, or blinded by the end of this.
I have 3 on the first that hit.
Yep.
I have 4 on the second that hit.
Wow.
And I have 9 on the third that hit.
Okay, the 3rd one kills one of them, so
Sorry.
Hit and Old Georgie. Could you make Constitution saving throws, please?
So I need to make one.
I'm already blind. It's until the end of your turn, so it's completely irrelevant.
19.
19, fine.
17.
17, you're fine.
I think I've got into a habit here where I'm just like, shield up, shield down.
I just getting these constant afterglows. Just, stop shooting blinding light into my eyes.
I've got such sensitive eyes.
And I will move further back another 30 feet, please. I'm very brave.
Yeah.
You're vague.
The green person. Just gonna fly away.
That's so rude.
I mean, you did the same thing. They fly 30 feet. They can dash. They fly 60 feet. Away.
How far away were they from me at that point?
Not within touching distance.
No, just asking. Like, I want to get a sense of how far away they are from me now.
So about 40 feet. No, 70 feet. Right. Darkling. This one is still alive. There are 1, 2, 3. There are 4 in this club, so 1 attack each, and 1 if it gets 2 attacks, which is hit. The D6 has spoken.
Can I impose disadvantage with the Steel Defender on the one on Ogden?
Yes.
Best friends defending best friends.
That's 17 to you, Pip.
Nope.
That is a 16 on the second one, so neither of those
Yep.
hits. Old Georgie, that is a 14, so no.
Nope.
And Ogden, that is a 10. No.
Even while blinded.
Bad round for Darkling. That one is dead.
Still defender, pulling it back.
It is your turn. Oh, Georgie.
Or me. Sorry, I forgot my name. I was so excited about not being hit at things.
It does happen.
I mean, there are still things attacking, and I think I'm going to still attack them back. So, yeah, I will have a go with my hammer. Oh, that'll hit. 27.
Yes, that will hit.
Good. Which is D8. It's going to have to become my new best friend dice. Ooh. 9. I think, unless... Oh, do I add...
Your intelligence
do I add
mod.
my intelligence mod, not my dex? So, no, it is a...
I mean, it's dead either way.
Yes, but it's dead with a 13 instead of a...
Pip. Oh, Georgie, could you roll me? Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Gertie, you flew down. Could you roll
No, I
me a
didn't.
Constitution saving
I
throw?
flew across towards the green
towards
person.
Pixie,
Yeah, but like...
who was with all the rest.
Oh, I thought she was miles away.
No.
Oh. Well, then I
Didn't
wouldn't have
she
flown
run
in range... I didn't fly like 10... I'm 30 feet
I
up.
thought she was running away.
She was, but Gertie flew near to her before she...
I stayed 30 feet up. Yeah, I stayed out of combat range, absolutely. I don't belong in combat range for semi-obvious reasons.
Con saving throws?
2.
And
10? No, you're fine.
What is the DC?
Yeah.
Okay.
again, I hear that voice in my head just going, just. I'm like, all right, push my luck.
Any bonus actions for your dodgy?
Yeah, let's go for, I don't know, a force-empowered rend.
It just sounds awful.
That is a 20. Natural 20 plus stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry, I was on the thing. Yeah, plus 4, so 24 lots. More d8s. That one. Where have all my d8s gone? I think the cat sat on them. There's one.
The cat sat on, they'd still be there.
I heard things clatter off my desk. And
All
I feel
right.
like it's my d8s.
Let's not think about it.
14.
Yeah, score. Pip as well. Con saving throw.
13. No, sorry. Can't maths. 15 from me.
Yeah, you're fine.
12.
Yeah.
just a light show.
Austin,
I'm so confused.
could you roll me a d10?
I'm so confused, though, you know. It's just very confusing. That's a 2.
You do nothing this turn.
I be confused.
Right, be confused.
Could you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh dear, I can try.
So confused though. Just sort of spinning in a circle.
That's 19, though.
I think you stand there for your turn, do nothing, and then at the end of it, you don't know why you did that.
Are you saying that I'm confused about why I did that?
But you stopped being, confused.
That's confused. I'm not confused about other things now, just that thing.
Yeah, and you can see again, so that's good.
That's less confusing, because usually I can, so back to the normal state of things. Can I say, oh, I can see, just in case anyone was interested?
No, Ted!
Pip, there is one. No, there's 1, 2. There's 3 darklings remaining.
No.
I think Pip's going to have a talking to after this.
Sorry.
Okay.
Supposed to keep talking
Yeah, just... So, 3 darklings and then greens off at a distance. Cool. If it ain't broke, hit it with your big stick. That's that. First one is a 12.
12 won't hit now.
And then second attack. Nat 20.
That
26.
will hit, yeah.
Hmm.
Do you want to go for the injured one or one of the two non-injured ones?
I think non-injured. We do have fun, don't we? So that's 13.
13.
And then nat 20, so does that...
So 26.
Yeah.
Could you all roll me Constitution saving throws?
Gosh darn it!
I hope it doesn't blind you.
11.
You're fine.
17.
You're fine.
Not cool one.
My boy!
Oh. Often, as soon as you can see again.
Oh no! My mistake. No.
And it's dark again. Oh.
Dark again.
6 seconds of light.
Anything else, Pip?
Can I use a bonus action to sort of shake them off my lance now? Because I got my 4. I unlocked a trophy. You got your 4.
The little Xbox symbol pops up in the corner of the screen.
Just
What would it be called?
No.
What would it be called? Forza Party? What would it be called?
4. I'll keep thinking on it.
Darkling Donna.
It's Darkling before the Donna.
There you go.
Gertie. There are 2 Darklings remaining.
Nope, Pixie.
There's also a green lady.
Green lady.
Away.
Cause confusion, definitely Pixie. 70 feet away, yes?
Yes, 70 away.
70 feet away. Are they definitely like running away like, nope, not dealing with this? Is it very much a getting out of dodge, or is it a flying away and watching what's going on? What's the vibe here?
They appear to be fleeing.
Fleeing.
Correct. Not from that phone.
Right. Can I use a guiding bolt to sub thingy damage to knock them out? Yeah. Then I will aim a guiding bolt.
And just be aware that people only have 1 hit point, so I would say that even non-lethal damage would be
lethal.
Yeah, because you're going to do more than double.
Oh. But I want to know why we're not allowed in.
Can't you pull your punch? Can't you deliberately?
I could. Yeah. It's
40. The amount of
it's 4d6 though. I don't know how I would. I mean, DM, could I use it to knock them out?
Just based on the rules generally, if you do more than double, they just insta die.
Yeah. Okay. I will fly after them for 30 feet, putting me within 40 feet of them, and I will create a wind wall in a U shape in the direction that they are flying to sort of catch them inside it, so that they can't get out, and I'm at the other end of it just waiting for them. I don't want them to be inside it, so there's no saving throw for them because I don't want them to be caught inside it. The strong wind keeps fogs, blah, blah, blah. Small or smaller flying creatures or objects can't pass through the wall.
Okay.
So I think I just fly over and just raise my arms, and this sort of wind sort of gusts out and around and curls around some sort of hoop around me, catching the pixie in it. And again, still looking slightly Stasi and weird, and the eyes are glowing very blue. We just want to talk.
Go away!
No.
Enoch.
I will make my way back 30 foot towards the chap has he stood up?
Yes.
The fellow that was on the floor. Right. I'm going to cast grease beneath him once again.
Because you like insults as well as injury.
Yes. So, if he could very kindly please make for me a dexterity saving throw.
Would you please know that that was a 13?
Which is not as high as 15, so therefore, he's on his arse. Haha. And that's my go.
Wow.
You're not having a smashing time.
Lovely day out.
Yeah.
The pixie is going to use their action to turn invisible. Does the wind wall have a roof?
It's 50 foot long, 15 foot high, and 1 foot thick, and I would have curled it to make it cannot be stopped. You can shape the wall any which way you want as long as it makes one continuous path.
50 foot long?
Yeah.
Well then,
They're
currently invisible, so...
It's a hoop and it's over. I don't know, remember that.
Something invisible happened. The remaining Darklings, the 2 remaining Darklings, they've committed. They feel committed. They feel like they must avenge their fallen comrades. They're just gonna round on you, Pip, because you're the
Darkling killer.
You're the worst.
I sure am.
That's a 21 to hit.
Now that hits.
That is 7 points of damage.
Cool.
And the second one is a no. That's a 14.
Come on, with a no.
It's a no.
You shall go down in our history as the killer of our clan.
People need to survive to tell histories.
Oh my god.
Have fun shenanigans in the Faewild. Everything's lovely in the Faewild, they say.
Oh, Georgie.
Mm-hmm.
That exchange. Sounds good.
So we've got one sliding around on his arse in grease, and 2 that have attacked Pip, or was the one on the floor?
Technically, he stood up. Is he allowed to stand up?
He is allowed to stand up, yes. I believe if he ends his turn within the grease, he must make the dexterity saving throw again. I believe.
Oh, he did, and he managed to not fall over.
Good for him.
I think I'm just gonna go for the swing with a hammer. I've got more effective spells, but you know, I forget this when I'm mid swing. Yeah, so I'm gonna swing my hammer. Yeah, does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Yes. That's not going to be much. That is a 6 points of damage.
You know what you need to do.
If I didn't have a +6 modifier, I would be... That's 11 again.
13.
You're both fine.
It's just going to shout, all right, one more maybe. And the steel defender's going to go for a force-empowered rend.
Ooh. Makes things up a bit, why not?
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, 22.
And that was another...
I'll get my eye covering ready.
I think that's only 12. Oh, sorry, can't maths. There you are. No, it's a 10.
10. It is still alive.
Still alive. Premature on the closing your eyes.
Often.
I'm not confused. I'm less confused.
You're less confused.
I'm a little bit confused still, though. So, being slightly confused, Ogden's going to have a great idea and say, I know! And then I'm going to cast darkness to make them more darkness. I don't know, maybe it'll cancel out, maybe other people will not be able to see too, and then we can all not see together. I just think it's a good idea.
It's a team building exercise. We're all in the dark.
Yeah, exactly. It's sort of more dark.
I'm dark.
So it's been a 15-foot radius sphere around me.
Oh, it's a scene change.
Exactly. So yeah, that happens, I think.
It does indeed happen. It suddenly gets a lot more dark.
I can't tell, but
Well, at the end of your turn, you know that it's a lot more dark.
what can I
Oh.
Still dark, don't worry. I've got this.
It's dark. You know that there's one dark thing left out there somewhere.
Somewhere in the darkness.
Darkness.
Running. Perfect. I
God.
tell you what. If you're so desperate to tell your history, I could let you go. How's that sound? Otherwise, you're on the end of a stick, my friend.
Come on, don't say anything. Come on, Darkling. Please don't fall for this. Shut up! No, Darkling, no!
I love it.
It's still a disadvantage. You can't see him.
Okay, but then because I have advantage, do they balance each other out, or is it still disadvantage? Cool.
Quite well.
17.
17 hits.
Me dice ready.
Dying words are so
There have been worse dying words, let's be true.
the Sharaf.
He wouldn't have hit him if he hadn't located himself.
Yeah, no, I think that's the thing. He's like, sod off, and then that's 12, and it just clunks in there.
Oh, no! Why?
Non-magical light. Therefore, you cannot see it because it's dark.
Ew.
It was a good move.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Ogden.
It only took us the entire combat to work that one out.
Ogden had a lot going on.
I was mostly confused through most of it. I would have loved to do it earlier, but...
You get the after show notes where we're like, okay, Ogden, good. Next time you can.
One.
Yeah.
Gertie. Anything you were doing?
Well, there is no way out of this wind wall. It's concentration. I can hold it for a while. Can I roll an intimidation check?
What do you say?
Why don't you want us in the village? Tell me! Is it 7?
Oh.
There is no response. I have rolled the stealth roll. It's better than your passive perception.
Okay.
We should probably come out of initiative.
Fine. The wind wall's staying up.
The rest
Darkness
of you,
is staying up.
the rest of you can come to join Gertie around the wind wall, or do whatever you choose.
Don't know where Gertie is, it's all dark. Follow the sound of Gertie's voice.
It's quite listenable too. You can hear it a mile off.
The darkness is moving with me, so as I come over, it's now dark where you are too.
Why is it dark?
Don't worry, it's for extra good scene changes.
But we're trying to see the green person who's invisible already, so maybe it's not such a big problem. My accent's gone. There it is. I forgot what my voice was. So angry.
You are all now inside the ring of closed doors. Just be aware.
Not ominous.
Done.
Oh no.
Did anyone manage to grab any?
Anyone?
Small, sort of purplish creatures. One of them stabbed you. One of them stabbed me.
I was dealing with the green person.
Oh. I can't see. No one can see anything.
You can't see, but I'm pointing at my stick.
I think it's safe to say, Austin, that the scene has been changed. I think you can turn that off now.
I don't know if I want to see whatever it is that Nick's pointing at.
I didn't eat it.
That's somehow not better.
It's again when someone gives you so much direct stuff, it's like, well, she's certainly not dead. You're like,
Wind wall only lasts a minute, so if by this point we've been sat and chatting, then I think it would eventually fade.
I will drop my darkness because Enoch thought it was a good idea.
Oh, there you are.
Right, we just want to. Oh no!
I like that stick. Wasn't
I'm sorry.
Wasn't good.
All the bodies into the. Is that better? It's almost like he doesn't know that he's weird. He's like, well, it's gone now. What?
Okay, so people didn't want us to go into the village. We defended ourselves. That's good.
We're in the village now.
I think so.
All right, let's go.
Jesus, what's that giant metal rat?
Oh, good lord, how comes up in there?
What's wrong with people?
Robert's always here. Robert's great.
Kind of
How do we miss a giant metal rat?
They are made, to help us with the scene changes, so they're quite quiet.
Yes.
People were okay with that. People back where you come from, we used to like giant rats just coming and moving things.
They don't notice, you see. The job of the stage crew is to be unheard and unseen.
It's the magic of Waterdeep, mate. That's the magic of Waterdeep. That's what they do.
It's a wonderful place.
It does sound like a magical place.
Magical place.
It gains 1 interest point in theatre.
Little +1 icon up here.
There is a road ahead of you which seems to be heading towards the village.
How injured does everyone look?
Pretty bad.
Yeah, Pip looks pretty bad. Georgie, half to a third?
Yeah, probably on the kind of a third down.
And Ogden's still a third down.
Yes.
Cool. Then I will fly over while still in Stars Druid form and touch Pip and cast Cure a Wounds.
Oh, thank you.
At 2nd level. Ooh, good one. 15 hit points to you, and I get another 8. So I'm now up to nearly full as well. Good. And I will let the stars form fade out. I'll do the magical girl detransformation as well.
Just ignore Elton and Georgie.
That's not fine. No, everyone's now at above half. That was my worry. That's what short rests are for. Can you eat? Do you want healing? Sorry, are you alright, you two? Do you want to, because Pip was bleeding from multiple places.
Yep.
I mean, he was
It's my blood.
antagonising him.
Yeah.
Well, this is fun.
We should look for a satyr, I think.
Yeah.
Hello? Are you a satyr?
I think the person who was shouting at us is the one that flew off.
No, I was looking for a satyr.
Oh. Do I perceive a satyr?
It's been there this entire time, just going, what are you doing?
What's wrong with you?
Satyrs are quite large.
Yeah, I'm a roll.
Humanoid, I think you would have spotted one.
I've rolled a 10 on a perception check. Do I see a satyr?
Not currently, no.
I think this one here.
Can we wander towards the buildings going, hello?
So you can follow the road into the village.
Hello?
So the village is sort of a medium-sized village from what you can see. There's a mixture of stone houses and then kind of whitewashed houses. They have a mixture of red tiled roofs and then thatched roofs. There are occasional houses that look a bit out there. There's some that's painted like bright turquoise, some that's painted bright yellow. There is a river that runs through the middle of the village, and you can see one large brick bridge over it and two smaller bridges. So approximately half the village is on each side of the river. And as you progress down this road towards the village, you are coming through some houses and then onto like a nice village green. In the middle of the green, there is a statue of a small fairy.
Any relation?
You don't know.
To me?
You don't know.
Okay.
And there is also a large building at the other side of the village green. There appears to be shops around the edge. There's a bakery, there's a greengrocer. There are a couple of taverns that you can see. Yes, you are now in the village. Where would you go first?
Are there people around?
It appears to be a pretty normal bustle for a village. Nobody looks especially disturbed to see you here. Despite you looking a bit odd, the grouping of you. People kind of nod at you as you walk past.
Excuse me. Hello.
Oh, hello.
We're looking for a satyr.
Well, there's plenty of satyrs here. You're talking to a small pixie.
Hello. We're looking for someone called Tessia.
I haven't come across a Tessia, but I'm sure if you go to the town hall or to one of the shops, then they might have come across someone.
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Very, very nice to meet you.
What's with the mushrooms?
What mushrooms?
There's a ring of mushrooms around the village.
Oh, how intriguing.
Can I insight check?
Sure.
I'm specifically looking like whether they. I have absolutely no idea, actually.
I will give Georgie advantage on this.
You can't give advantage on it.
I don't know what.
Shame, because I probably could have done with.
You can roll your own insight check, but insight checks are personal. You can't.
Okay.
Help someone.
I was trying to work out whether they had been kind of glamoured to not know about this, or if they genuinely didn't know about it. But I only got a 9.
16, same question.
They don't appear to have heard about mushrooms beforehand. They seem to be genuine in their conversation with you.
Alright.
Do they have eyes in their face? Are they able to see?
Do they have eyes in their face? Just hollows. Oh god!
Can they? Are they able to look literally over there and see?
All the way back there.
You've walked a fair way.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Now, miles away.
Genuine and Faewild question that.
Would you like me to introduce you to there's awesome apples, the greengrocers, the Born and Bread, they're the bakery.
Is there a watch here?
We don't have a watchmakers.
Like a constabulary. That's too big a word for Gertie. Like a police?
Yes, like a sort of legal authority figure who would be involved in the doing of crime. Not doing of crime.
Go to the town hall, I suppose, if you want to talk to the mayor. But it's a Sunday.
Oh dear. What does that mean?
Well, it's a Sunday. We don't work on a Sunday in the town hall.
Oh, no work on Sundays.
Does that mean you work at the town hall?
Well, I'm a clerk.
Alright.
So, is everything legal on Sundays?
Are you planning on doing something illegal?
Well, if I did, who would you report that to on a Sunday?
We don't have a lot of crime in the village. It's great. It's a very nice place to live.
Until now.
Okay, so who should we go and see on a Sunday if we want to try and find someone in your village? We got a message from the city court.
Oh, see, you've been in touch with the court. Well, you should wait until Monday and then come see us in the town hall.
That's
what do we do before Monday if it's Sunday?
Do you have a theatre?
it's very pleasant here. You could go to the greengrocer, or you could go to the bakery.
I want to go to a greengrocer's. I want to find a satyr.
You could go to one of the taverns, or sit by the river. It's very nice here.
Do you have a butcher's?
What's wrong with you?
Well, yes, and a fishery.
Do they sell sausages?
Yes.
Right.
Interesting.
I
You have my
think I might
interest.
need to try a sausage.
Do the taverns
Yes.
do food?
Yes.
They might also potentially have sausages,
I'm
but cooked ones rather than
Oh, they're
often
cooked. Mm.
traditionally,
Mm.
or put into ice cream, depending how you like it.
What's ice cream?
I'm not sure they'd have ice cream sausage. That sounds very it's very quaint.
We could ask in the tavern about the satyr as well. Good places to
That's a
get
good
rumours.
idea.
Yeah.
I could take you to the Happy Cucumber.
The what?
The Happy Cucumber.
I'm terrified. Is this poor creature?
I'm just imagining a cucumber with a big grin, and it's unnerving. That's what it is.
Wait till you get that. Oh God.
Sounds intriguing.
Cucumbers,
All
of
right.
course, like sausage for vegetarians.
Oh. Sure, new friend would like to go see your cucumbers.
It's this way. We'll take you round. You come in one road, she'll take you across the green and up a different road, sort of looping back on yourselves, and she'll take you to. I cannot have my mic there. It's bad. She'll take you to a very pleasant-looking tavern. It's got the kind of if you've been to like Oxford, where they have the or Cambridge, where they have the kind of the pubs that have very old-fashioned fronts and like black and white wooden.
Tudor.
Yes, words. Frontings. It's too hot now. Too hot for words. And windows, and it looks very pretty, and it has a sign on the outside which has a jar painted on it with a number of pickles inside it, all of which have had smiley faces painted on them.
As in, someone drew a really nice cucumber jar, and someone else just went, smellies.
No, the same artist.
Okay.
So does it look like the pickles in the jar in the painting world have smiley faces on them?
Yeah.
It's not on top yet.
The Happy Cucumber.
But that's happy cucumbers.
Yeah, very happy. It's nice. It's a good sign. If the pickles enjoy the pub, I suppose we probably will.
Yeah, we'll enjoy getting pickled and all. Yeah.
They are aware that they will be consumed and they take joy in it. Interesting.
I'm just gonna go now.
Yes, you're welcome. Have a wonderful day.
You all, like I said before, bye.
See you on Monday.
Oh no. Pixie will fly away rather quickly.
Very
Right.
nice.
Yeah. Don't work today, no. Right, so I guess we
Let
ask about satyrs.
The menu. Oh, and the satyrs, yes, sorry.
Got a job to do.
Going to peruse the satyrs.
Fly inside. I'm going to search out plot. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hunt for plot.
Someone has to.
Why?
Inside the Happy Cucumber, there are lots of little booths with tables nicely laid out for food. There is also a bar behind which there are lots of jars of pickles, each of which has had a little smiley face carved into it.
Each pickle.
Each pickle, yeah.
Whoever this is, they're awful.
Commitment. That's great.
You think
And
by
they
the
thought we
100th,
were quaint.
they think by the 100th they'd go, this might be a bit much, but no, they just kept going.
There is a gnome behind the bar who smiles at you all as you enter.
Oh
What are you doing with Meg, by the way?
Good question. I think I'm gonna. I think I'll stay outside with her for the moment. Just kind of. Again, is there like an outdoor seating area?
There may be out back if you go round.
I think I'll go look around back. Again, imagine one of those pub tables, but then there's just a giant elk just standing there.
Tied to the back, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome. Hi.
Hey, you alright, mate? Yeah.
Hi.
Points to the cucumbers. Gherkin hard or hardly gherkin, eh? You get it?
Sean. Sean, please, no.
Who's this Sean?
It's going to put it on the board. It's going to be a thing.
Well, the pickles are our speciality. Would you like to try one? I make the juice myself.
You make brine? Sorry.
Well, yeah, you have to put all the spices in and heat it up, and then you put the pickles in. You never made pickles.
No, I'm not really the cooking type.
Do you have a menu?
Oh yes.
Is it a menu of pickles?
They hand you over a menu. Not everything on it is a pickle, but everything does come with a pickle.
Oh God.
Do you have a satyr?
We're not currently employing any satyrs, if that's what you're asking.
We're looking for a satyr called Testia.
Oh, Tessia. Yeah, she's been through a few times.
Where can we find her?
I don't know. Not here at the moment.
Does she work on Sundays?
It's a very interesting question. I've never had the need to ask her.
Does she live here? Has she got a house?
Does she live here? I'm gonna roll a history check. I think I remember her saying something about it. She lives out by one of the farms.
Do you do you serve sausages?
Oh yeah, if you look, it's number 14. Sausage with pickles. We carve a smiley face on the sausages as well.
I don't have any money.
Oh, don't worry about that. I take out a massive sack of money and go, what's that? What again?
Well, I suppose 5 plates of sausages. 6, 7, 8.
A what?
Well, Robert and Stuart and Nutmeg.
Maybe nutmeg, but I mean, Robert and Stuart are
They don't want.
mechanical, artificial beings. They don't need.
They don't need it, but would they like sausage?
Never asked.
Stuart, would you like a sausage?
Oh, you can't bring your pet rats in here.
Being around the door. What about elks? Can elks come in?
Not inside.
Is it okay if I stay outside with her?
Yeah.
Gonna come back
Can we
out.
also have some water because she's thirsty?
Sure.
Thank you.
Right, can you? I'll get the sausages and pickles. Right? Can you not carve a smiley face into my sausage? I'm a little creeped out by it.
Same.
Oh, it's kind of a brand though.
Can
You
I?
brand a sausage. I mean, that'd save you a bit of time, surely.
We're called the Happy Cucumber, and people really like the happy sausages as well. Do you? I mean, if you really don't want it, I suppose, but
Make this pub owner cry.
it's really sad.
I'll have a happy
But
cucumber.
But you'd make me and my friend Gertie here happy to not handle the sausages a lot before serving them. And the gherkins.
Well, the gherkins are already all done. I can't.
No, that's fine.
them.
I understand you can't unsmiley face again. But if you could just,
Prestidigitation?
if my sausage could just not have a smiley face carved into it, it'd be really unnerving to eat a smiley face on a sausage because you're consuming a sausage that's got a face. Do you see what I mean?
I understand. understand. I can tell the chef. She'll be so sad, but I'll let her know.
We'll be happy.
Consuming faces.
I'll let Enid know. She'll be.
Hang on. Sorry, I didn't mean. Oh, here's an extra gold.
Oh well, I mean, I'm sure she'll chirp right up when she gets that in her hand.
Good, right, fine.
Ogden's gone outside to talk to Nutmeg.
Again, like a pub bench, and then there's this elk sort of down on all fours, like a dog, just sort of looking at you.
Hello, Nutmeg, Queen, your Royal Grace Highness.
Sort of nodding like, yep.
Ogden's going to bow at the elk. Would you like a sausage?
Would you rather have a pickle?
Right.
If no one's going to eat their pickles, Nutmeg will have the pickles. You can have my pickle.
She'll go in and make sure that the order is the correct number.
Oh, you don't want mine?
Pickles.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want, again, I'm having this in-depth conversation with my elk now. Like, do you want something else? Do you want something that isn't like I don't actually know what pickle is, but
are we all rejoining this at this point?
Yeah, it looks like it was just talking to the elk.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, just I don't know. Maybe.
Can you actually talk to your elk?
Well, what am I doing right now? We're having a conversation.
I can't speak with animals. What was that question?
It was mostly talking about if she wants pickles and does she want sausage.
Do you want pickles or sausage?
I was thinking.
And I'm speaking in a sort of weird, like I sound like an elk.
I am a herbivore.
What does that mean?
I eat plants.
All right, so Gurk, no sauce.
What is wrong with humanoids?
Well, fine then. Turn speak with animals off. She don't eat meat.
No, she's a plant herbie. Herbidaceous. She's an elk. Yeah. I mean, we have. I have fed her. Well, I haven't fed her. She's bitten it into it, and her teeth don't really do meat. Again, looking at it wasn't fun. But yeah, so if there's any head shake, yeah. So
she's quite snooty.
Well, she's a queen.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, you are a princess. So actually, you're quite laid back for a princess.
Cheers.
When we have very important people visiting the theatre, there's usually a special box and some red carpets and fancy ropes. I might just go inside and see if they have any of that here.
I think that would be appreciated.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, pander to the elk, fine.
What? Why wouldn't you pander to the elk? She's the queen of the woods. She's ancient.
She nuzzles you as you say this.
Yeah.
Why would you pander at all to her? I mean, pandas are bears.
You want what?
So apparently, this satyr we're looking for lives on a farm.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Bed in a house near the farms.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
So, are we going, or are we having
I guess so.
tea? Are we having tea?
That's not tea time, mate.
Oh, we didn't order tea as well, did we?
Free gold down on gun. I mean, can we get? Do they do tea?
They do tea in the Faewild. That's a drink from the material plane.
It might come over. Maybe an they might do it because people are fancy.
I can go ask.
Shamini, are you asking for red carpet?
Yeah, I'm explaining about the the queen and the princess, and just the very important gnome that's also here that I'm pretty sure is some sort of amazing person, judging by the suit.
Yeah.
Yes, we have royalty, and they ask for no smiley faces. I mean, it's our branding. I'm going to have to cast smiley face into everything else.
All right.
Do you think that'll be acceptable?
I'll like it.
And that's what matters.
Nightmare pub, isn't it? I carved a smiley face into your pillow.
What do elves eat? They eat lettuce. Like a smiley face on a lettuce.
I don't know. I've never met a queen of an elk before. Or an elk, or a queen. I just...
Maybe we can make her a crown out of lettuce.
Oh, that sounds nice. I like that. And a red carpet. The most important thing is the red carpet and the plush velvet and the ropes and the box. How many boxes?
For red carpet, you're probably going to need to go talk to Glendon.
Glendon, all right. Where do they work? And do they work on Sundays?
Glendon owns Glendon's Goods, which is, where you buy everything. And you can't miss him. He often pokes out of the store. He's so big. And it's just down the road, actually. Back on the green.
Right. All right. Glendon for the carpet. What about the boxes?
I mean, I've got plenty of crates.
That would probably do. They can probably share a box. They're friends.
Great.
All the people in the party, we canonically like each other the least.
I'll get you a box and a lettuce shaped like a crown and all your food, but no face on the sausages.
Do you do tea?
You.
Tea, yeah.
That's in the drink?
Yes.
Wow.
It's not unusual.
Also leaning around the door. Just looking at Gertie going, tea?
You want a specific type of tea?
There's more than one kind of tea?
Well, there's sort of Faewild breakfast, or there's...
Well, it's not breakfast time, we can't have that.
Sealy Grey?
What do you think, Pip?
Let's get
The one from the red bush, that's a good one.
I've got Red Bush. Would you like a selection of different teas so you can try it?
Yeah, that sounds good, yeah. Tea taste, yeah.
Is Faewild, is tea really common in the film? We just missed it entirely?
Yeah.
Lives in a forest. Pip's not going to be there with his tea, is he?
I just missed it, okay.
I think, again, I will come across it and just going to use the leaves, which is just dry leaves. Smells nice.
Well, obviously there are specific kinds of leaves that have been specifically grown to make tea from a specific plant. I wouldn't presume to know more than you about tea since you are here with royalty, obviously.
It's in the name, yeah.
Yes. They will bring out a series of teapots, all of which have really happy faces in them.
This is so fucking disturbing.
I mean, we literally just fought a bunch of creatures what exploded and, emitted a bright light, and this is what we find disturbing.
That's usual Faewild nonsense.
Yeah, say that blow up is normal, but pouring liquid out of someone's head is a bit weird.
And also they will bring you the food, which has sausages with no faces on them.
Nice.
Gherkins with many faces on them. And
They overcompensated.
on a separate plate, the piece de resistance is a lettuce crown, specifically for Nutmeg. And that, I'm afraid, is where we'll need to wrap up this session.
Well, the party have
in this bizarre fever dream we find ourselves in, Greg.
crown the elf.
I don't think anyone was expecting this to happen.
No, we're in Midsummer. It's sorted now.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you to all the players for making this what it was, because I couldn't have made that. I'm glad that you all made it what it was. And we'll return to find out what happens to the lettuce crown next week.
That's the hook. That's the line. Find out more about the lettuce crown.
Put in the chat. Do you think the lettuce crown's going to survive? Type it in now. Start the poll.
If you enjoyed tonight, we're playing every Monday from 6 to 9 p.m. GMT, which is some other time in other time zones. We also, on Tuesdays, we play every week, starting at 7 PM GMT, and other times in other time zones. And in that slot, we're currently running Warriors of Waterdeep, which Chris is DMing, which is great fun. We're about halfway through. So do join us and check that out. It's a good, also good fun. All of our shows are streamed at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg and archived at youtube.com/rolltogetherrpg. And if you want to listen to us on podcast, just search for Roll Together RPG on your favourite podcast provider, and you should be able to find us if you prefer to listen that way. Once again, a massive thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. You can find us on Patreon if you'd like, just search Roll Together RPG, and our D20 Club get a little sneak preview of what's happening a little bit before everyone else, so it is fun being part of them. Big thank you once again to our sponsors Hero Forge, Ultra Pro and Elderwood Academy, and to our supporters D&D Beyond, Idle Champions Bottom Realm, Level Up Dice and Warriors of Waterdeep. We're all over social media as Roll Together RPG. That is us. Thank you once again to the players, thank you to everyone who's watching, and we will see you next week. Bye!
Bye!